Today, we're investigating 101 of the rarest pets in Prodigy, from mythical epics to epic dragons, and even banned pets. And they're going up against Prodigy's most dangerous challenges, starting with mythical epics versus the Puppet Master. Okay guys, so the entire Puppet Master journey includes a Pipit battle, 5 boss battles, and if you do that, you then unlock the Puppet Master battle. So first up, we gotta prepare for the Pipit battle, and the 2 mythical epics we're using are Mag Mayhem and Arcturion. Okay guys, so fun fact, these were the first 2 mythical epics that were ever released into Prodigy, so they are very overpowered, very OG, and they are very strong mythical epics. But don't worry, later in the video, we're gonna be testing the rarest mythical epics ever released into Prodigy. But for now, we're starting with the first 2 mythical epics, and they're already off to a great start. We already got rid of one of the pets. Now, I think a lot of you guys do know this, but the Puppet Master journey gets more and more difficult as you progress. So right now, we are doing a great job in the battle, but later, guys, these battles are going to get so incredibly difficult, and I need my mythical epics to hold up. But for now, let's focus on this battle. I think of these 2 mythical epics, I do prefer Mag Mayhem, I'd probably say, just because I like that he's got the fire effects and the fire spells. But Arcturion is also one of my favorites, of course, because it was one of the original. But as you guys can see, the Pipit battle, we are doing a very strong and solid job. I hope we get this lucky as we do in the battles later in the video, but we just won this first battle. Let's head to the first boss battle. Alright guys, we took care of Pipit, which means we're on to the first boss battle, Shadow Gerald. And the mythical epics I will be using is Splash and Spark and Frozra. Alright guys, we are heading to the first boss battle in the Puppet Master journey. Remember, we need to beat 5 of them before we unlock the Puppet Master battle. So I'm super excited to battle Shadow Gerald. He's probably the most famous of the 5 bosses, but he also is not the most difficult. Some of the bosses later are so much harder, but I'm very happy with the 2 mythical epics we are using. We are using Frozra and we are using Splash and Spark. Now, in my personal opinion, Splash and Spark is one of the coolest looking mythical epics they have ever made. It's basically a twin of Chill and Char, but it is of course Splash and Spark. I just think it looks super cool, super aesthetic. It's a very nice looking mythical epic. But let's focus on this battle because Shadow Gerald has already got all of us into the orange range, but I think Floor is gonna go ahead and do even more damage to this guy, which I love to see. But let's see, Frozra, what spell? I'm gonna use Frostspike for this spell. This guy is weak to ice, and oh my gosh. Guys, I'm telling you, mythical epics are so overpowered. I hope they do this good in the Puppet Master battle later. But there we go, guys, we have done it. We're heading to the next boss battle. Alright, and with that, we're on to the next boss battle, the Shadow Ice Worm. Let's go ahead and pick the 2 mythical epics for this battle. First up, I want to go ahead and use Shimmer Storm. That is going to be my first mythical epic. And secondly, I'm going to go ahead and choose Hydroid. Let's go ahead. We are heading in to our second boss battle of this video, the Shadow Ice Worm. And I'm excited because these 2 epics I do think are a little more under the radar. I'm gonna be honest, they are not as popular, but don't worry, that does not mean these epics are not good. They're some of the best mythical epics in all of Prodigy. Now, I do not like this battle because look, this guy literally has a force field, which means even though I am using mythical epics, we are not doing a single tick of damage to the Ice Worm, which is very annoying. And you guys are probably already seeing how as this journey moves along, the battles get harder and harder. And of course, the Puppet Master himself is one of the hardest bosses, if not the hardest boss Prodigy has ever created. But yeah, for this battle, there's literally nothing I can do right now. We cannot do a single tick of damage unless Bok comes and get rid of the force field. And you love to see that. Thank you so much, Bok. And now we can finally start doing damage with our mythical epics. And let me tell you guys, that feels very Very good. But here comes my main wizard. I do not want to ignore my main wizard. He's still using some spells. He's still helping out in this battle, but everyone knows the mythical epics are the main key, the star of the show in this video, because I want to show off how good they actually are. Let's go ahead and use Torrent. Oh my gosh. 1,000 damage with that spell. Not to mention, this guy's taking even more damage from this little ticking bomb. This is absolutely incredible. I think we're gonna give this guy another damage effect on top of something he already has. Look, this guy literally has 2 effects going at once. These mythical epics are so overpowered. There's another 1,000 damage from my main wizard. And guys, are we gonna end off this battle here with Hydroid? Come on. Okay, that was probably the worst spell so far I've done in this video. I'm not gonna lie, but the effect takes him out, guys. Let's head to the next boss battle. Okay, guys, next up in the journey, we got Shadow Celeboni. Let's go ahead and pick our mythical epics. First up, I am using Drenchor. Drenchor is like a twin of Magmayhem, one of my favorite mythical epics. And we're gonna go ahead and use Pyrodile. So let's go and enter this next boss battle against Shadow Celeboni. I am super excited for this battle. I'm not going to lie, he's probably one of my favorite bosses in the Puppet Master journey. I don't know why, he's just cool. I enjoy battling him, and the best part about this battle is the epics we are using, guys. I mean, look at these 2 mythical epics. These are some of the scariest Prodigy has ever made. I just think they look so cool. And what they're even better at is doing damage and winning battles. And you guys are about to see why in just a few moments. So looks like we got this guy up first. Let's answer this question correctly. There we go. And we are going to be using Firestorm first up. And that was a pretty good spell. I am not going to lie. But here comes our second mythical epic. This guy looks so cool. He's basically the blue version of Magmayhem. And unfortunately, I don't have a water spell. That's not ideal, I'm not gonna lie, but it's okay. We are going to use the swing spell and do 1,000 damage just like that. And then, of course, we got my main wizard, my main guy, and he's gonna do another 1,000 damage. Guys, here's the thing. I know I'm making this look easy, but that's because mythical epics are so good. These battles are so difficult, and they are going to get more difficult as the video goes on. But that was one of the best spells I think I've ever done in Prodigy, and we get it back to back. Mythical epics are so overpowered. We're on to the next boss battle. Okay, guys, the next battle we're going up against is the Shadow Old One, one of the best battles in the Puppet Master journey. And for this battle, I will be choosing this mythical epic. He is so good, I do not even know how to pronounce his name. I'm sorry, I just don't. And next, we are using Thunderclaw. So let's go ahead, enter this battle. We are getting closer and closer to the Puppet Master himself. And guys, I do have one big twist for that Puppet Master battle, so I hope you guys are going to enjoy that, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. We first have to make it to that battle, so let's go ahead and focus up. Now, these 2 mythical epics, they do look similar in a way. They have a very similar face, but the one thing you're going to notice, they have an insane amount of health. They both have over 2,000 health, and one benefit of this battle, we get to go ahead and use that all-out attack right away. So I'm barely even going to get to show off these 2 mythical epics because we get that all-out attack right away, but here we go. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and use dual shockwave. It's also going to give us an effect after we do damage, and even though this guy dodged it, oh my gosh, wait, he doesn't even have the effect. That's terrible. Okay, you know what? I guess we are going to go ahead and use Mega Crush from this mythical epic. And there we go. That's a nice 1,000 damage. And okay, as you can see, even though we're doing well in this battle, guys, we are all in the orange range. I am going to use Starbit though, do another 600 damage. And guys, these mythical epics are so good, we're about to win right here. We're literally about to win right here. Boom! Get out of here! We're on to the final boss battle before the Puppet Master himself. Okay, guys, we got one more boss battle against the Shadow Cloud, the hardest boss so far. So we got to choose 2 of the best mythical epics, and right away, we're using Blaze Bloom for my first mythical epic, and for my second mythical epic, let's go ahead and choose Setinox. Let's go ahead, both of those epics have been equipped, and let's head to the most difficult boss battle. And of course, this is the last thing before we get to battle the Puppet Master himself. I am so excited, and guys, let me just say, mythical epics have been absolutely amazing to battle with. Just wait until you guys see the twist in the Puppet Master battle, though. Just wait, but first, let's focus and actually win this battle. And this is why this battle is the hardest. You have another force field, which means even though these are literally mythical epics, literally the pets with the most aura in all of Prodigy, I'm not doing a single tick of damage. Literally 0, 0, 0, 0. That's all I can do. But let's go ahead and just keep answering questions correct. I mean, guys, that's literally all we can do. I can't do any damage. There's nothing I can do about that, guys. So we just have to go ahead and keep using spells with our mythical epics. So this is where things get a little bit difficult because we are in the orange range, and I'm pretty sure Broccolina can't even get rid of the force field. So that was a complete waste. And now we still have to go up against this force field. 1 damage. Like, are you guys kidding me? 1 single damage. What an absolute joke. Let's go ahead and use Twilight. 3 damage. That's not even better. And then I guess, like, let's go ahead and use Conflagration. Literally my best spell. And that's gonna do 1 damage, guys. This is terrible, bro. Oh my gosh. Thank gosh he fumbled, dude. And Benny, please just come ahead and get rid of this force field. Finally. Finally, guys, we have gotten rid of the force field. Let's go ahead and use Star Bit. And that's a very, very nice 870 damage. Let's use our spell from this mythical epic. And oh, that's actually really good. Okay, that surprised me. And then our final mythical epic, our second mythical epic of this battle. That's honestly not that great of a spell. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. We are not doing that good. Luckily, this guy is somehow fumbling. I do not know how this guy is fumbling so many different spells. But you know what? I am not going to complain. Oh my god, bro. I had the all-out attack. I literally just forgot to click it. Okay, that was a fumble on my end, but it's okay. We got mythical epics. This guy's down to 1,890 health. And let's go ahead and use Feast. That's another 500 damage dealt to this guy. Here comes the enemy. And finally, first time he hasn't missed in a while. But you know what? It might just be a bit too late, because we got that all-out attack ready to go. 3, 2, 1. Boom! 2,000 damage. Guys, let's head to the Puppet Master battle. Guys, we have made it to the Puppet Master battle, but it's now time to introduce the twist. For the Puppet Master battle, I can only use 1 mythical epic. That is it. So we have to choose very, very carefully. The mythical epic I will be using is Blastar. Blastar is based off Big Hex, the first epic ever released. This is the updated mythical epic version. Guys, I am not going to lie. I am praying I just made the right decision, because the Puppet Master battle is no joke. And let's head into it right now. Okay, guys, we only get 1 pet versus the Puppet Master. This battle is difficult enough on its own, let alone only being able to use 1 mythical epic. And guys, I'm not going to lie, I do not know if I chose good, because this guy only has 1,500 health. Okay, that's not good. That is not good, and this is not a great start. Okay, you know what? I have to live with my decision. This was the twist of the video. I only get to use 1 mythical epic, so I'm going to need a lot of help and support from my main wizard, because this guy's already down to 1,200 health. And this is what makes this harder. Because I'm only using 1 pet, when the Puppet Master takes my pet, I have no other pet to use. I only get to use my wizard. This is so bad, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. The only good news in this entire battle is that we're doing good damage on the Puppet Master himself. But they're fumbling. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, Blastar, please return to my side. And we got him back. Thank gosh. Okay, here comes the Puppet Master. Please don't do damage. Oh my gosh. My Blastar's down to 700 health, guys. This is not good. This is not good at all. Okay, let's just keep getting our questions correct. And guys, this is another reason I do not have a single astral spell. We're stuck with storm spells. I'm gonna use Sonic Boom, guys. I don't know if that was a good spell. Oh my god, that was terrible. That was a terrible spell. That was a terrible spell, guys. Let's use our main wizard. I'm using Galactic Glow. This should be a much better spell. Okay, there we go. Thank gosh. Okay, here comes the enemy. Oh my god. Our mythical epic's down to 360 health, guys. Please heal us back up. Okay. We have been fully healed back up. Thank gosh we got that, or we would have been in absolutely horrendous shape. Let's use Blast Storm. And we've gotten the Puppet Master down to 1,000 health. But wait, we have the all-out attack. We have the all-out attack. Is this going to be it? Are we going to defeat the Puppet Master with one mythical epic? Wait, no way. Oh, we have done it, guys. Next, we've got the Rarest Pets versus Dragon Isle. Alrighty, so here we are. We are about to head into our first Rift battle, and it's now time to choose the 2 rare pets for our first battle. So, first up, I'm going to use Dragic, a pet that has been deleted from Prodigy. And secondly, we gotta use one of the best and rarest pets ever, Char. Let's head to this first Rift battle. Alrighty, guys, so here we go. Welcome to Dragon Isle. Looks like we're going up against some pets that honestly aren't that great. 4 health, are you serious? But let's just not get too ahead of ourselves. Let's try to win this battle. Remember, if I lose a single battle, the video is literally just going to end. So I'm going to try to win as many battles as possible. But right off the bat, we are making great work of these monsters. I mean, I don't even have to say much. These pets are just so incredibly overpowered. I mean, Dragic is an extremely rare pet, and of course, everyone knows Char is one of the best pets in the entire game. But let's go ahead and use Starbit from our main wizard, and boom! 307. Just like that, we have completed the first Rift battle, and let's use some more super overpowered pets. Okay guys, so here we are into the second battle of this Rift, and I'm taking it up a notch. I'm going to be using even rarer pets. First, we are going to use the Big Hex, the first ever epic ever in Prodigy. And secondly, we are going to be using Pterosaur, who many of you know is the best pet in the entire game. But let's head into this next battle of this Rift and see what's going on. Looks like we're going up against 3 pets that honestly are not that good, so we should make pretty easy work of them. But let's go ahead and use Crunch from our Pterosaur and take out this pet. 487 damage. I mean, Pterosaur is just way too overpowered. But here we go. Here we have Big Hex. I'm going to use the Storm Globe, and 811 damage. Oh my gosh. Okay, here comes the enemy. I think we are actually about to destroy him. Let's see if my wizard can do enough damage. Boom. Got the question correct. Let's go ahead and use Starbit. And let's see. 435. We have done it. Guys, these pets are too overpowered. There is no sign of losing a battle anytime soon. Alrighty guys, welcome to our third battle of this Rift, but we are not stopping. We are going to be using even rarer pets. First up, I am going to be using Sorrel, which like Dragic is a deleted pet that is so rare. And secondly, we are going to be using another epic dragon, which is my personal favorite, Eclipse. Let's hopefully destroy this battle and finish off this Rift. Okay, looks like we're going up against, let's see, slightly better pets, I guess you could say, but still pretty easy. I mean, with these rare pets, basically any battle is going to be easy. 743 damage from the Sorrel right off the bat. That was actually insane. Here comes Multi-Shade, and from the Eclipse, oh my gosh, we are actually destroying these battles, and we're just at the start of the video. We still have so many more rare pets to use. Here comes the enemy. He is not doing any damage, and this Sorrel is going to absolutely destroy this wizard. Let's just go ahead and use Blowout. Let's see. Boom! 724 damage. Just like that, we have done it. Alrighty guys, and welcome to our second rift. I assume these battles are going to be slightly harder, but we are going to be using even rarer pets in the second rift because I don't want to lose a battle. I want this video to go on forever. So let's see, what pets should I actually use? I think for my first pet, I'm going to go ahead and choose one of my personal favorites, Fox, which is a very, very old but very, very cool epic. And for my second pet, we're going to switch it up. We're going to choose something even rarer, and I'm going to be using Magmashift. So let's head into this battle. I'm super excited. Let's just continue destroying with these super overpowered pets. So already you guys can see these pets have gotten better. As you go on rifts, the pets are going to get a little bit better, so that would make me a little nervous in a normal situation. The difference is, for this, we're using the rarest pets in Prodigy, and oh my gosh, we just took out a pet with one hit. That was actually crazy. Okay, here comes our Magmashift. Like I mentioned, one of my absolute favorite epics, and we just took him out just like that. Okay, this is actually getting crazy. These pets are literally not even standing a chance. I mean, I literally have not even worried in a single battle in this video. So we're just gonna go ahead and use Nature's Fury, and boom, 999 damage from the Fox. Oh my gosh, we're just gonna keep going. Alrighty guys, for this next battle of the second rift, we're starting off with Pico, which like Sorrel and like Dragic is a pet that is now unobtainable in Prodigy. And you know what? We're gonna pair it up with Creela, another unobtainable pet. These two pets are extremely rare. Let's see how they handle this next battle. Alright, let's see who we're going up against. Seeing some pretty interesting pets, and again, they are also level 50. Just like the last battle, which is slightly harder, but with these two level 100 pets that are extremely rare, I am not that nervous. And just like that, we took out the first pet. I mean, these are nothing like the battles we're going to be seeing later in the video. But second spell, there we go. Creela doing some pretty decent damage. Here he comes, trying to attack my Creela is not going to work out in your favor at all. But let's just go ahead, answer this question for our Pico, and honestly, we got it wrong. Okay, guys, we actually got the question wrong. Luckily, I am not nervous at all because just look at our pets. I mean, I hate to keep saying it, but these pets are simply just too overpowered. Okay, next spell, we are not going to get wrong. I let them have their moment, but now we are coming to destroy, and 361 damage, took out the Water Meek just like that. And here comes our Creela to hopefully finish off this battle, and boom, got the question correct. Let's just go ahead and use Drench, and boom, just like that, 209 damage. Let's head to the next battle in this rift. Alrighty guys, welcome to the final battle of the second rift. We are going to be choosing some pretty good pets for this battle. I think I am actually going to reuse my Chillinchar because he is just so overpowered and I love him just so much. But secondly, we are going to be choosing Embershed, an extremely rare and extremely good pet. Let's hopefully destroy this battle so we can move on to the next rift and use some even crazier pets. But here we go. Looks like they are once again level 50. We're gonna go ahead and use Starbit, and okay, honestly not the best first spell, but let's go ahead and use Chill Splinter from our Chillinchar, and that absolutely destroys that first monster. We are going to go ahead and use Eruption now, and oh, it targeted the guy weak to fire, which means 759 damage. Okay, these pets might have been even better than I thought. Here comes our main wizard to hopefully finish off the battle as long as I get this question correct, and I believe it would be 84. Oh my gosh, I got it wrong, guys. I was too excited. I was off by one, but it is absolutely okay. We have no worry in the world. Literally, look at our pets. All we gotta do is get this next question correct, which I believe would be is 61. There we go. I am going to go ahead and use Chill Splinter once again and absolutely destroy that guy. We have literally ran through these two rifts extremely quickly. I hope the battles get harder because honestly, these pets are way too overpowered. Alrighty guys, welcome to our third rift, and guys, we are not slowing down. My first pet is going to be Shivertusk. Everyone knows how rare and overpowered Shivertusk is. Next up, we are using one of my favorite dragons, Titus. Let's enter this third rift, and these pets honestly should be a little bit harder, so let's not get ahead of ourselves. And yep, they are all now level 65, which does make things slightly harder, but I'm hoping with these pets, we can absolutely destroy them, and I'm just gonna hope we can do that. But let's use Skewer from our Shivertusk and 22 health left. Are you serious? But Shivertusk luckily has 1,000 health. I mean, these pets are just so overpowered. I don't know how I'm ever going to lose a battle. Genuinely, I don't know how I'm going to lose, but our wizard taking a little bit of damage, a little bit of worry, I guess you could say. Let's go ahead, answer this question correct, and looks like all we got is Starbit, so let's hopefully finish off this pet right there, and we do, just like that. My wizard is also pretty good, not to mention, my wizard is pretty good, but here we go. Looks like this might actually be the last spell. I mean, these battles are just moving so quick because of how overpowered these pets are. 471 damage. Let's go ahead, let's use Titus. Answer the question correctly. We all know what's about to happen. We are going to use Torrent. This might do 1,000 damage. And 996 damage, guys. We're not slowing down. Next battle. Alrighty, guys. For this next battle, I am using Dragic and Embershed, which is cool because they are actually evolutions of each other. But nevertheless, they are both extremely rare pets that I am hopefully going to destroy these monsters with. So first off, right off the bat, from our main wizard, let's use Green Gust, and unfortunately does not land on the pet that is weak to Leaf, so that is not ideal, but luckily we do got some pretty rare pets to back us up. I'm gonna go ahead and use Kindle. I think that's probably the best spell here, and 395. Okay, so far we don't have any domination yet, but here comes Eruption, and maybe I spoke too soon because 441 damage, takes him out with one hit. That was pretty easy. Okay, here comes their pets. I mean, we are literally destroying this battle, and we got another pet. What just happened? We just took out another pet, and we're about to take out the third pet right now with Starbit, and boom, just like that, guys. I mean, this is literally getting too easy. I think I'm gonna fast forward ahead to a little bit of a harder battle.
5 hours later.
Alrighty guys, welcome to the fourth rift of this video, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting slightly nervous. The first three rifts, yes, we did destroy, but these pets are going to start getting good. So I'm not fooling around anymore. I am putting in the best and rarest pets I have. First up, we are going to be using Embershed. He's just too good, as we saw. Secondly, we're going to be using Pterosaur. I can't lose this battle. I don't want the video to end. Let's just go ahead and pull out a win. I mean, dude, look at these two dragons. They literally tower over the rest of the pets. But as you can see, these pets are level 80. They're getting better very, very quickly. So we just have to hope we can pull out a win and do things very, very well. Okay, Eruption, here we go from Embershed, and still an amazing spell, even though it's not even what he's weak to. But here we go. He's doing damage to our main wizard. We are going to go ahead and use Crunch. Very, very simple spell. 491 damage. Pterosaur is just too good. Now, we are all in the orange range, which honestly, probably the first time this video, and okay, this is getting a little bit scary. Our Embershed is losing health and losing health quickly. But let's just go ahead and use Starbit, hopefully take this guy out. Thankfully, we do that. Very, very big sigh of relief. But here comes our Embershed, and let's just go ahead and see. Boom. Got the question correct. That is very, very crucial. Let's go ahead and use Eruption, which should absolutely take out this guy. 445, just like that. And I mean, I think we're still gonna win this battle, even though these pets are literally level 80. We're not showing any signs of slowing down, and best believe me, I'm going to continue to put in the best possible pets. Boom, Flame Burst, took him out. There we go. Next battle of the fourth rift. Alrighty guys, welcome to the second battle of this rift, and I really liked playing Dragic earlier in the video, And you know what? We're switching it up. We're going to be using Hot Pot, which honestly is not the most rare pet, but he is very, very good. He's level 100. We're going to test him out and see if he can hang with the big guys. But right off the bat, these pets are no joke. This guy has almost 800 health. The others have almost 600. They're level 80. We have to start bringing our A game, or we do have a real chance at losing one of these battles. But here comes the enemy, and okay, thankfully, still not doing enough damage to take us out. Let's go ahead and use Fire Barrage. Boom! Barely took him out. Here comes their pet, and okay, again, we're getting into the orange range. And oh my gosh, okay, Hot Pot might have been a mistake, okay? He's almost about to get, he's almost at 44 health, okay? Let's just focus up. Let's use our spell. 190, that's not a lot of damage at all, okay? Here comes our Dragic. Our next spell. Boom, 216. This is not good, guys. This is actually, this is not good at all. We were destroying in our last rift. Why are we now getting destroyed? Okay, hopefully let's take this guy out. Hot Pot doesn't even take him out. And our wizard is now in the red range. Oh gosh, please don't take out the Hot Pot. Our wizard is getting very, very low. Luckily, I think we may have just enough to finish this battle. Boom, 353. Please, one of these pets needs to take him out. And thank gosh. Okay, let's head to the final battle of the third rift, and let's see what happens. Okay, guys, here we go. I was thinking about switching it up and trying a different rare pet we haven't tried before, but after seeing Hot Pot almost, basically make us lose that battle, we're not risking anything. I'm gonna go ahead and put in Big Hex. I'm putting in Chillinchar. I know these pets are insane. I know they are going to come through for us. So let's just pray we can win this battle. I want to keep battling. I do not want this video to end. And right off the bat, our Big Hex is already letting us down. He's at 313 health, and our wizard is not doing damage at all. For those of you wondering, yes, I am not using a wand to myth my main wizard because I really did want to test out how good these pets are, but that might have been a mistake. These pets may not be as good as I originally thought. Okay, let's go ahead and use battery. Thankfully, Big Hex does some good spells because we are making quick work of these monsters, but he is down to 56 health. Now he's down to 21 health. That is not good at all. Okay, let's really focus here, guys. We cannot mess this up. I want to at least get to the 5th rift, and then we can think about maybe switching up the pets or doing something different. 2 health? Are you serious, dude? Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, answer's correct. Let's go ahead. Let's use Drench. Took him out. Thank gosh. Looks like we're gonna win this battle, but by no means was I satisfied with this battle. Our Big Hex almost got taken out. Thankfully, we're going to win. Heading on to the 5th rift. This is when things are going to get serious. Alrighty, guys, welcome to the 5th rift of this video. And this is when I'm getting, honestly, slightly nervous. While we have won each battle, pretty handily, last battle, we almost lost our Big Hex. We've had too many close calls, so I'm bringing in my 2 favorite pets we've used so far, Embershed and Pterosaur, and this is what I'm worried about. We are taking on level 85 pets, which means they have a lot of health, they do a lot of damage, and if we mess up, we might just lose a battle. But luckily, it looks like we do have a ton of health, so hopefully we make very, very good work of this battle, and 432, took him down to 128 health. Not bad at all. You know what? I'm not even rescuing the pet. We are here to win the battle. We're not here to rescue pets. We just took him out. Don't even tempt me. I am here with one main focus. Okay, looks like my Embershed is just dodging everything. He literally has 1,000 health. How are you supposed to take him out? Let's just go ahead and use Starbit. Let's see. 190 damage. He's getting very low. This battle was honestly easier than the last battle, so I think these 2 pets are going to be my go-to. The problem is, as you guys have seen, you can only use a pet once per rift, so unfortunately, we're not going to be able to be using either of these pets for the next battle, which means we're going to have to use someone slightly less overpowered. But we're actually making pretty quick work of this monster right here. So let's just finish this battle off. Hopefully not have any hiccups. Let's use Flame Burst and 274. We'll take it. Enemy's turn, not going to do much. Oh, okay. Almost took out my wizard. So you know what? I am going to take you out. I don't like that. Boom. We are still alive. We haven't lost a single battle. Let's move to the next one. Alrighty guys, welcome to the second battle, and here's where I mentioned we might have some difficulty because as you guys can see, we are not able to select Ember Shed or Pterosaur because we've already used them. So as a backup, I'm going to be using Terramite, and I'm also going to be using Dragic. I have very good faith in these pets. Hopefully they do not let us down, and looks like we are in the clear. They have an absolutely insane amount of health, but let's just go ahead and lock in, and boom, 200 damage right off the bat. Okay, here comes the Ice Collar. Miss, doing a lot of missing. You are not going to have much luck beating a pet with 1200 health. My only issue is, with this Terramite, he's not as good as a Pterosaur, does not have as many good spells. Okay. Maybe I'm completely wrong because that was a very good spell right there. But this is where the issues start coming in. Oh my gosh, don't take out my wizard. Okay. I've started to notice my wizard is starting to take a lot of damage, which is interesting because my wizard has some pretty good, we have some pretty good armor in. So we're getting, to that point where we could lose a battle with the mistake. So I do not want to risk it. Let's take this guy out. Boom, 200 damage. And I think with Dragic, we should be able to take this next guy out. Boom. Got the question correct. Let's go ahead and use... I'm going to go ahead and use Scratch against this guy right here. 309 damage. Here comes our Terramite, which I was a little bit nervous about. Looks like we're going to have no issues. We're going to win this battle and move on to the next battle. We're actually making very good work of these monsters so far. Next battle. Alrighty guys, here we go. Welcome to our third battle of the 5th Rift. We have not lost a battle so far. We've made very good work. And here we go. I am putting in arguably my 2 rarest pets. Both pets that are completely unattainable, have been removed from Prodigy over 5 years ago. And while they may not have the most health or the best spells, for this video, I'm using the rarest pets to prove that I have what it takes. So let's go ahead and use Flicker for our first spell from Sorrel. That was not a good spell. I'm going to be honest, that was not a good spell. Let's go ahead and use Scratch from Pico. There we go. That is what I'm talking about. Here comes our main wizard. You know what? I'm just going to try to take this guy out, and it doesn't work. Okay. That is not ideal. Oh, gosh. Okay. This is not looking good. I mean, we are going up against 3 pretty good pets. Luckily, that pet seemed to miss a lot of their spells. But we are taking damage. We're already into the orange range. This is not looking good. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, I gotta focus, okay? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm answering questions too quickly. We just fumbled. Gotta take my time. I'm getting too ahead of myself. Boom. Got this question correct. Okay, luckily, did not get that one wrong from, a misclick and moving too fast. Okay, took out the first pet. There we go. The only problem is, these other 2 pets still have completely full health. So I'm getting nervous. I'm not going to lie. See, I would go for this guy, but this guy does have less health, so we're just going to use this spell on him. Okay, I probably should have gone against the other guy. And oh my gosh, this is bad. Guys, this is actually getting bad. 319. My Sorrel survives. Okay, thank gosh. My bad decisions are literally costing me in this battle, so we are going to make smart decisions from now on. Let's use Blowout, and boom, 394. We will take that. Here comes our Pico. We're going to use Slice, hopefully do a lot of damage. Miss and resist? That's terrible. Let's use our Starbit. This time, we are going to go against what it's weak against. Boom! Took him out. Thank gosh we just took that guy out. Oh my gosh. That was getting a little bit too close for comfort. Miss with the Sorrel. Gotta be joking right now. Let's use the Pico. Got the answer correct. Let's go ahead and use Scratch. Also, not that good of a spell. Luckily, with our main wizard, we hopefully should be able to take him out. Boom. Got the question correct. There's the all-out attack I've been waiting for. 3, 2, 1. Boom! 707 damage. We have done it onto the 6th Rift, and we have not lost a single battle. Hopefully, I didn't just jinx myself. Alrighty, guys, we have done amazingly well so far in this video, but we're on to the 6th Rift, and I am going to be honest, I am genuinely nervous. We've had a few scares in the previous battles, but I know these pets are going to be good, so we have to be very, very smart with who we pick. I think I'm going to choose Flora Fox. Very, very safe pet. You know you're going to get something good. And I think we're also going to use Shiver Tusk. Also a very, very rare pet. We have not used him. Let's see if he lives up to the hype from the first battle where he actually did pretty well. Starting off with Flora Fox. 370 damage. The reason I choose Shiver Tusk is because, you know, not the rarest pet, not the best pet, but I saw in the previous battle in this video, he did have 1,000 health, which is very, very good for us. Going to help us survive for a very, very long time. And here comes Smash. 476. Okay, Shiver Tusk is actually insane. We're taking out these level 90 pets like they're literally nothing. But they are attacking my main wizard pretty good. We are all in the orange range, but still, I think we're still going to win this battle without much of an issue. Let's go ahead and use Shrub Assault. Honestly, very, very bad spell from our Flora Fox. Luckily, it is okay. We are still in good shape. Got the question correct from our main wizard, and boom, skill complete. Let's get this started, okay? Boom, got the skill complete. Let's see. And Starbit. Boom, took him out. Wow, that was actually a very, very good spell. Here comes Shiver Tusk. Gonna get the answer correct. We might take him out with this spell. Let's see. I'm gonna use Rush. 394. Okay. Not bad at all. I think everyone can see we are destroying this battle. Next spell, we are going to take him out. And boom. Got the question correct. Very easy. Guys, I don't know how. We have not lost a single battle. We've destroyed everything. Let's just keep this going. Alrighty, welcome to the second battle of this 6th Rift. I'm going to be using Pico, and I'm also going to be using Sorrel. Now, I know this may be a slightly bad idea, but these are the rarest pets in the game, and because this video is testing out rare pets versus Dragon Isle, even though they may not be the best, I'm going to put them out there. I'm going to have trust in them that they can win this battle. So boom, let's use Flicker. Looks like I chose right. First spell, a ton of damage. We are then going to use Scratch. You know what? We're going to do the same pet. 5 health left. And for our third spell, you know what? I'm going to spare you because I'm so confident. We'll spare you. We'll let you survive. And let's do damage to this next pet. All right, let's see these enemies. They are level 90. Looks like they are missing against our main wizard. Reflected. Oh my gosh. My Pico just reflected that spell and took him out. That was actually insane. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were gonna have trouble with this battle because these pets, you know, do not have the most health, but we're destroying. I mean, we are absolutely destroying. Even though that was not, you know, the best spell, we're still, you know, doing very good work. And guys, this video is gonna go on forever. I just cannot lose. So let's go ahead and use Leaf Spiral, and boom, 328 damage from our Pico. Let's go ahead and use the square. Boom, got that correct. Let's go ahead and use Starbit. We're gonna go ahead and use that right there. Boom, 184 damage. I think this next spell should take him out as long as nothing bad happens. And of course, nothing's bad's gonna happen. We have overpowered pets. Our wizard's level 115. No one can stop us, okay? Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and use Beak. All right, let's see if that takes him out. Boom, it does actually take him out, which I very much like to see. And finally, let's go ahead and use Leaf Spiral, and boom, took him out. Guys, we are destroying, and if we are not stopping, I want to go all the way. I want to take on the dragon next battle. Alrighty, guys, here we go. Third battle of the 6th Rift. I do not know how we are literally still alive, but you know what? I am not complaining whatsoever. Let's use Ember Shed. Let's use Dragic. This pair did very, very good last time. And let's continue to destroy these pets. All right, here we go. I mean, we just have so much health. It's almost not even fair. Like, our Dragic has 1,000 health. Our Ember Shed has 960 health. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Oh my gosh, this is bad. All of a sudden, where was this in the other battles? All of a sudden, these pets are just extremely overpowered. What? Okay, luckily we reflected that, but we didn't take him out. Guys, wait. I honestly, how is that possible? All of a sudden, these pets just turn into being insane. I don't know how that happened. This is looking bad. And it's their enemy's turn. Oh no. Guys, oh my gosh, this is bad. Luckily, we reflected another spell. We're getting very, very lucky with these reflections. I don't know how we're doing that. But let's go ahead and use the square. Boom. Got the answer correct. Skill complete, 2D shapes. We have to damage this guy. This guy has way too much health. We have to damage him. But he's resisting. He's literally just resisting my spells. And another reflection. We are just getting reflection right away. So we're just going to go ahead and finish this guy off. Boom. Took him out. Hopefully that was the smart decision. But here comes the enemy. And, okay. Very, very good spell from the enemy. Another reflection, guys. We are absolutely destroying with these reflections. I think we're getting lucky. I don't know. Here comes Kindle. 356. Oh my gosh, guys. We did it. That was the most nervous I have been so far in this battle. On to Rift 7. That was a very, very close call. And welcome to our next Rift, guys. I don't know how we are still alive. I mean, this is getting actually crazy. But we're putting in Dragic. We're putting in Pico. I am not backing down against these monsters. Let's see what level we are going up against. And level 90 once again. But why all of a sudden are they doing such good spells? The same thing happened in the last battle. I don't know why, but all of a sudden they just flipped a switch and are destroying us. But it's okay. Let's focus. Let's take out this pet. Boom. We have actually taken him out. Here comes the enemy. Oh my gosh. Okay, if our wizard gets taken out, that is probably the worst possible thing that can happen because he has basically the most health. I mean, he has a lot of the spells. Oh no. Oh my gosh, guys. We get healed. We get healed. Okay, this is still very, very bad though. Here comes our Pico. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god. Guys, I'm getting too ahead of myself again. This is not good. We have two pets in the red range. Oh my gosh, okay. Thankfully, we did not get that question wrong, or that would have been very, very bad. Let's do damage to this guy right here. 194. Oh my gosh, this is very bad. Oh my, okay. Okay. Thankfully, our pets have survived. Oh my gosh, this is getting so nerve-wracking, guys. All of a sudden, they have turned it up a level and are just doing so much more damage. Here comes the enemy. And he has officially taken out our Pico. Thankfully, we did get a little bit of a heal. And here comes our main wizard. We're going to do damage to this guy. 296. Thank gosh. Oh my gosh, this is bad. 39 health for our main wizard. Okay. I think we're going to try to take this guy out, but we missed. Here comes the enemy. No. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. This is actually... No. Okay. Our Dragic gets a slight heal, which is good news for us, but we don't get to do a damage. We don't get to do an attack. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my... Okay. I don't know what is wrong with me. I am getting so excited that I'm literally misclicking. Here comes the enemy. 181. He keeps healing up. Thankfully, he keeps healing up. But here comes the enemy. 333. Guys, what? I thought we were invincible, dude. Okay, I am going so slow. Boom. Question correct. Okay? Not gonna do anything dumb. I mean, should we switch up the spell? Should we use Slice? We're gonna go for Slice. Miss! Double miss! Oh, no. No. This might be over. Please heal up. Okay, he's back to 356. Please don't do it to us. 214. Okay. Guys, it's just coming down to the wire. Oh my gosh, we're gonna use Splice. Okay, we've taken him out. Oh my gosh, wait. Comes down. He's gonna heal up. Heals up to 340 damage. Please don't do it. Fumble! Yes! Yes! Our opponent actually managed to fumble, guys. Oh, that is so lucky. I don't know what to do. We're gonna use Slice, I guess. Good spell, 12 health left. And our Dragic is going to heal yet again. Here comes the enemy. 167. That's not gonna cut it. Here comes our Dragic. Are we gonna survive? Boom! We have done it, guys. Oh my gosh, that was the closest battle ever. But we survived. We're moving on to the next battle. Alright, guys, here we are into our next battle. Bro, okay. Why? Wait. Why do I literally have... Okay. This, I don't know what happened. This has to be a glitch. I only have one pet in. I don't even know how that's possible. I'm almost certain I chose 2 pets. Like, no. Okay, this is bad. Wait. Are you serious? Are we... Okay, guys, you know what? Okay, I'm not gonna make an excuse. We only have one pet. Oh my god, no way it's gonna end like this. No way it's gonna end with my Pterosaur with 1 pet. Guys, are we serious? Dude, I've literally won every single battle with, like, I've destroyed every single battle. And of course my pet is now missing. Don't you dare take me out. Resist 70 health. Please heal up. Guys, this is out of control, bro. Luckily he fumbled. But please don't you dare. 183. I'm down to 45 health. Okay, we've taken out the pet. But this is no way I'm gonna lose. I said if I lose the video ends, but not like this. 281. Next, I'm gonna be testing the 5 original Prodigy epics. Alrighty, so the first of the original epics we're going to be testing is Magmischief. And let's head to a Firefly Forest battle. Okay guys, so for this video, each epic is going to get 3 battles to determine their skills. That way we can accurately rank them on the tier list. But here comes Magmischief with his very first battle. And right off the bat, let's use Heat Wave. Okay, 200 damage, not bad. Here comes the enemy, and he actually fumbled. Now, one thing to note in this video, I will be missing every single question with my main wizard because I only want to see how good these epics truly are. So boom, we fumbled with our main wizard. That's just how it goes. But here comes Magmischief, and we are going to see what he can do with his second spell. Looks like we got Conflagration. This should be a pretty big spell. Boom, 604 damage. First battle with Magmischief is pretty good. Alrighty guys, that first battle really impressed me, but for his second battle, we're gonna take his talents to the one and the only Skywatch. Let's see if he can do even better. Okay, so for his second battle, looks like we are going up against 2 monsters. So let's see what Magmischief is really about. First spell, and we already took out one of the pets. That was actually insane. Okay, we do gotta miss the question with our main wizard like usual, but I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that, and that may absolutely boost the chances of Magmischief getting an S tier. But I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. As you can see, he just took a pretty big spell. So that was, wow, that was actually insane. Let's see what he can do with his second spell. Let's use Conflagration one more time. 652. Okay, let's head to our final battle with Magmischief. He's doing insane so far. Okay, he's absolutely destroyed so far, so we have no choice. We're putting him up against the Titan. Let's see how he does in his last battle. Okay, so as you guys can see, this Titan is absolutely insane. He has over 1,500 health compared to Magmischief, who's only at 680. So let's use our first spell with Heat Wave. Okay, that was actually a pretty good spell, but here comes the Titan, putting both our wizard and Magmischief in the orange range. Now, unfortunately, even against the Titan, we have to miss every single one of our questions. We are not going to be helping out Magmischief whatsoever, but I will tell you, if he can survive this battle against the Titan without any help from our main wizard, he might just have to get that S tier. So let's use Conflagration. 500 damage, a very good spell. Here comes the enemy. Unfortunately, looks like the Titan targeted our Magmischief, and he only has 200 health left. This is not a good start for Magmischief so far, and of course, our main wizard is going to fumble. So, here we go. Let's use Magmischief and just get this answer correct. Boom. We did get it. I'm gonna use Flame Burst. 503. Okay, the Titan's down to 275 health, and he goes after my main wizard, which means Magmischief actually may pull off this win. And guys, I don't think there's any way we can put him anywhere besides the S tier. But first, let's fumble the question with our main wizard. Here we go. It is now Magmischief time to shine. And let's see, get this question correct. Boom, we got it correct. Magmischief. Let's use Heat Wave. Will this finish off the battle? He missed! Oh my gosh, he missed. Luckily, the Titan still goes for my main wizard. Oh my gosh, guys, I don't know. Magmischief just missed in the clutch, and I'm not sure if we can actually give him the S tier if he's going to be missing questions in a situation like that. But let's just go ahead and get this question correct, thankfully. Hopefully this spell doesn't miss. Let's use Fire Barrage. And once again, he does not take out the Titan, and Magmischief gets taken out. Oh my gosh, where are we gonna place him? Okay guys, that was absolutely insane. Magmischief had 2 chances to win. He did not capitalize, but he was still insane. Did a lot of good spells, so we are going to give him the A tier. Let's head to our next epic. Alrighty, and the second original epic we are going to be using is Florifox. She gets 3 battles to prove herself. Let's head to the first battle. Alrighty, so for Florifox's first battle, we have taken her to the Crystal Caverns, and let's see what she can really do. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I have always underestimated Florifox, so this is her chance to prove herself as one of the best original epics in the game. Let's start off with Leaf Swarm, and that's a great spell to start off the video. Now, just like Magmischief, Florifox does not get any benefits. She is going to have to win these battles while I miss the question with my main wizard. I hate to do it, but that's just how it's going to go. So, looks like the Crystal Monster is going to come in with their spell and targeting our main wizard. Sounds good, not gonna complain whatsoever. And here, once again, comes our Florifox. Now, while we do this next spell, Nature's Fury, 450 damage. Let's just head to the next battle. So welcome to our second battle with Florifox, and as I was saying, she has slightly less health than Magmischief, but depending on how much damage she can do, that health is not going to be that much of an issue. But for the second battle, she's going up against 3 different monsters who are all level 99. So this is going to be a big battle for her ranking. And right off the bat, maybe having little health is not the best, because she's already down to 94 health. Don't you dare target her. And she got taken out in the second battle. I don't know what to say. She got taken out. Let's head to her last battle. Alrighty, so unfortunately, Florifox just took a massive loss. But to make things fair with Magmischief, we are also going to put her up against the Titan. And she needs an absolutely insane performance, or she may get the F tier. But let's just focus on this battle. Let's use Leaf Swarm, and honestly, pretty decent first spell. Here comes the enemy, doing a pretty good amount of damage to my main wizard. Florifox got really lucky that was not aimed at her, because last battle, she got absolutely destroyed. But let's focus up. Again, we do got a miss with our main wizard. She's not getting any extra help, but now it's her turn to prove what she can really do. So, got the question correct. Let's go ahead and use Nature's Fury. And honestly, an amazing spell from Florifox. Here comes the enemy, doing about half damage to Flora Fox. She's at 280 left. Let's see if she can clutch up this battle. Now, if you guys remember, when we used Magma Shift, he basically choked twice at the end of the Titan battle. If Flora Fox does that, she's for sure getting F tier, but if she can come out and clutch up this battle, we might have to give her A tier despite getting destroyed last battle. Okay, Titan is down to 284 health, and once again, he targets my main wizard. So, Flora Fox is going to have the chance to actually clutch up this Titan battle. I don't want to get ahead of myself, because Magma Shift had the same chance and did absolutely terribly. So, here comes our Flora Fox. Let's see, let's get this answer correct first, and boom, we got it correct. Now, what spell to use? I'm gonna use Shrub Assault and see what she does. No! Okay, not quite enough damage, but she survives. She does survive with 113 health, so she gets very, very lucky, and we do miss the question with our main wizard. So I think Flora Fox may actually be able to win this battle as long as she doesn't miss this spell. So boom, let's just get it correct. We did get it correct. Okay, looks like she's got a lot of spells to choose from, and boom, she has taken out the Titan, guys. And let's head to her ranking. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Flora Fox did great in the first battle, did terribly in the second battle, but brought it home with the Titan hit. You know what, we also have to give her the A tier. That was a great Titan performance. Let's head to our next epic. Alrighty, and the third epic we're going to be testing is the first epic ever released, aka the Big Hex. Let's head to his first battle. Alrighty, so welcome to our first battle with Big Hex, and he's going up against one monster that hopefully he can destroy pretty quickly. I'm not gonna lie, I am slightly biased towards Big Hex just because he was literally the first of the 5 to be released, so he's definitely the rarest, but is he the best? That's what we're about to find out. So I did miss the question with my wizard as normal by now, and let's get the question correct with our Big Hex. Starting off the battle, I think we use Storm Globe, and great spell to start off the battle. Okay, 339 damage. Now, wow, that was a great spell against our Big Hex, but while I missed the question with my wizard, it is good to point out Big Hex has a lot of health compared to the other 2 epics. He has 730. The other 2 we've tested had in the 600 range, so that is going to give him a bit of an advantage in some of these battles. Let's see if he can take advantage with Ion Cannon, and let's see. Boom, 509 damage. That was a very strong first battle. Alrighty, and welcome to our second battle with Big Hex, and like I mentioned, he had an amazing first battle, but can he pull off a win in the second battle? That's what we're about to find out. So boom, we do gotta miss our question with the main wizard. He did fumble, but here comes our Big Hex, who is not gonna fumble at all. So boom, let's get that question correct, and let's see what spell Big Hex can do. Let's start off with Storm Globe, and an amazing first spell, taking out one of the monsters right away, and these monsters are doing no damage against Big Hex. I mean, he literally has 730 health, way more health than any of our other epics, so that's gonna give him a boost up in his ranking. So, did miss the question with our main wizard. It's now time for Big Hex to come forward, and let's see what this guy can really do. So boom, got the question correct. Now we get Ion Cannon, probably his best spell, and 583. Guys, so far, I don't want to speak too soon. He's on pace to get that S tier ranking. So here comes our main wizard, and boom, unfortunately, we gotta get the question wrong. I hate to do it, but that's just how it goes. There we go, he fumbled. Here is time for Big Hex to potentially finish off the battle. Let's get a question correct. Boom, we did get it correct. Big spell coming up. Let's use Storm Globe. Boom, 607 damage. Wow, he is destroying so far. Okay, for the third battle with Big Hex, just like our other 2 epics, we're taking him to the Titan battle, and if he can win this, there's no doubt he's going in the S tier. Here comes the enemy, and he actually missed against Big Hex. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure that is just luck, but that's gotta be a sign that Big Hex deserves the S tier. I think that's pretty clear. Boom. Here we go. Here we have Big Hex. Let's see what he can do with his very first spell. Boom, got the question correct. And looks like we don't get Ion Cannon. So, we're gonna have to use Storm Globe in a pretty solid, but not extremely overpowered first spell. But the Titan does go and do 230 damage to our Big Hex, which is not good at all. Like I mentioned in one of his earlier battles, he does have a lot of health, so he still has a lot to work with. So, here comes our second spell with the Big Hex. Here we do get Ion Cannon, and let's see. That's a crazy spell. 762 damage, and the Titan fumbles. Oh my gosh, guys. Literally everything is going right for the Big Hex. But we are going to get this next question correct. Luckily, I don't even think the Big Hex needs our main wizard in this battle. He is just that overpowered. Okay, let's get this question correct. Oh my gosh, if he takes out the battle right here. Okay, 62 health left from the Titan, so I think Big Hex is on the way to winning all 3 battles with absolute ease. There we go. I'm not giving you any more help, and honestly, you don't even need it. Our main wizard is going to fumble, and here comes the biggest spell of this video. If he can hit this spell, he is no doubt going in the S tier. I'm going to use battery because it has good aim, and he done it. He has done it, guys. 3 for 3. We don't even gotta discuss it. He's going to the S tier. Alrighty, and the fourth epic we are going to be testing is Dividile. Honestly, a pretty underrated epic, but let's head to his first battle. Now, welcome into our first battle, and like I mentioned, I feel like Dividile is one of the more underrated OG epics. I'm really not sure why, but this is his chance to prove himself, starting off with Down Portal. Let's see how much damage this does. Wow, right away, 520 damage from Dividile. I don't think there's a better way you could start off the battle, but we do gotta fumble with our main wizard, and while he's fumbling, Dividile does not have the most health. Maybe that is why he is underrated, but I do believe he has the lowest health of any pet in this video. So he's gonna come with some very strong spells, or else, you know what, he is just gonna get underrated and resisted from the monster. You know what, I guess we can't really complain. That first spell was very good, so he's gotta come back with an even better spell to finish off this battle if he even wants a chance at the S tier like Big Hex. Now, here comes the enemy. The enemy does actually fumble, so Dividile pretty much has no worry in the world. Boom, we got the question correct, and you know what, let's just use Torrent to finish off this battle. Let's see, 387, he resisted, we still destroyed. Next battle. Alrighty guys, and welcome to our second battle with Dividile. Here we are in the Crystal Caverns, and I'm not gonna lie, Dividile might have gotten a little bit lucky because he just has to face one crystal monster, and that's it. Let's start off with Down Portal. 365 damage, a very, very good starting out spell. And boom, we do gotta get the question wrong with our main wizard. Now, I'm gonna be honest, even if Dividile wins this battle, he did get very lucky because he only has to go up against one monster, so he's gonna have an amazing Titan battle if he does want to get that S tier. So here comes Dividile. I think, you know what, he has to get this question right, and he has to win off this battle if he wants a chance at that S tier. Let's use Torrent, and you know what, that was a pretty crazy spell. Okay, this Titan battle is going to determine a lot. Alrighty, and welcome to the Titan battle, and I just realized one thing. Dividile is actually a water pet, which means he's gonna have an unfair advantage against the Titan. So you know what? I'm going to be extremely strict with him. Unless he absolutely destroys the Titan, I'm actually not going to give him the S tier. Now, first spell, he does do 800 damage, which is very, very good. But as I did mention, it literally says the Titan is weak to water. So, of course, Dividile is going to do good. Now, boom, we are going to fumble with our main wizard. And here Dividile comes. I need an absolutely amazing spell. I'm sorry. I need a very, very good spell. We do have Torrent. Let's see what it does. 999 damage. Guys, you know what? I'm sorry. Dividile proved himself. We have to give him S tier. There's no way around it. Alrighty, and welcome to our last epic, Arcturus. He's the only epic that could potentially rival Big Hex and Dividile for the top spot. So let's head to his first battle. Now, here we are heading into the first battle, and I'm not gonna lie, I am biased against Arcturus because I literally have him in the flesh sitting right next to me. So you know what? He better make me proud in this battle. Now, we aren't gonna give him any help at all. Missing that question with our main wizard, Arcturus, you know what? I don't think he needs any help. Now, one thing to mention about Arcturus is, I mean, this guy has over 1,000 health. That just seems way too overpowered. And here comes his first spell, 681 damage. Okay. Arcturus, an amazing first spell. Let's head to the next battle. Alrighty guys, and welcome to our second battle with Arcturus, and I'm not gonna lie, he's going up against some pretty low level pets, so he's really going to have to impress me if he wants to come out this battle remaining at an S tier. But he did have an insane first battle, and like I did mention, he does have way more health than any other epic, so you know what? He is kind of in the lead right now. So first spell, Icicle Piercer, 710 damage. Okay, here comes the enemy. Is gonna do basically no damage to my main wizard. Now guys, I don't know, I'm conflicted in this battle because I know these pets are low level, but at the same time, Arcturus is destroying them. He's doing 700 damage. It's like, I don't even know what to pick, but let's just get this next question correct, and I think we may finish off the battle with Glacier. Let's see, that's 999 damage. Guys, let's head to the Titan battle. That's gonna determine a lot. Alrighty guys, and welcome to the Titan battle. So far, Arcturus has absolutely destroyed, but he's going to have to come with a very good battle here, and the one problem is he's weak to fire, which this Titan has a lot of. So the one benefit, as I have mentioned several times, he does have over 1,100 health. I mean, this guy almost has as much health as the Titan, and look at their size difference. Arcturus is like 3 times smaller than Titan, yet he still has the exact same health. Now, let's start off the battle with Smash, 408 damage. Here comes the enemy, 261. Now, like I said, I mean, he is weak to these sorts of spells, but at the very same time, he has the most health by far. So it's like, we gotta balance what is more overpowered. I'm trying to be fair with these rankings, but I think if he can pull out a win in dominant fashion, there's no way around it. He has to get that S tier. Boom. 318. The Titan did resist, and he just got taken out. Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that. That was insane. We have to head to the ranking. Guys, I don't think there's any way around it. Even though he was weak against the Titan, he did get absolutely destroyed. I hate to say it, but he's getting A tier. Which means this is our final tier list, but we have to determine which epic is the absolute best, which means it's between Big Hex and Dividile, both in the S tier. I am happy to say the best epic of the OG epics is the one, the only Big Hex. He is too overpowered. He's too rare. he is my number one. Next, we're testing epics versus the Puppet Master. Alrighty guys, so as almost everybody knows by now, before you can actually battle the Puppet Master, you first gotta defeat Pippet and a bunch of insane Prodigy bosses. So before we even get to the Puppet Master, let's focus on these boss battles. Alrighty guys, so for this first battle, I have chosen two of my favorite epics to start us off, that being Chill and Char and Magma Shift. They are two of the most overpowered epics in the game, so I don't have much worry about losing this battle. But like I said, we first gotta defeat this Pippet and a bunch of bosses before we can actually get to the Puppet Master. So let's focus up, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, and let's just try to win this battle. But as you guys can see, I mean, these epics, oh my gosh, wait a second. I just have to interrupt myself. That was 800 health that we just got rid of. Oh my gosh. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, these two epics are level 100. They both have a decent amount of health, so I am honestly not that worried about losing this first battle. But the Puppet Master is no joke. You guys have seen him. You guys know how difficult he is. He's nothing to be taken lightly. So boom, already took out the other pet from the Pippet. So far this battle is going pretty easy as I expected. So let's go ahead and use Torrent from our Chill and Char, and that is 499 damage. First battle, pretty quickly done. On to the next one. Alrighty guys, we are heading into our first official boss battle of the Puppet Master journey, and I decided to switch up one of my epics. We are now going to be using Eclipse. I still am using Chill and Char just because he's one of my personal favorites, but we're using Eclipse, and I am pretty happy about that. So first boss battle, as you guys know, is going to be Shadow Gerald. Now, like I've mentioned before, Shadow Gerald is not necessarily the most difficult boss, but he does have a pretty decent amount of health, and if we miss some questions, we could lose pretty quickly. And right off the bat, the Eclipse not doing the best spell, I'll be honest, so that's not going to start us off very well. Luckily, we do have Chill and Char, and this guy just does an insane amount of damage. We're going to use Chill Splinter because he's weak to snow, and boom, 450 damage to Gerald, just like that. Now, okay, actually a decent amount of damage to our main wizard and our pets, but let's go ahead and use Starburst from our main wizard. Boom, 240 damage. Okay, Newt, Gerald, is that really you? Flora, going to come in clutch, hopefully, and do another 400 damage to Gerald. And you know what? I love to see that. Alright, let's just keep getting these questions correct. These battles aren't going to be as crazy as the actual Puppet Master battle we see later, but let's just focus up and actually get to that Puppet Master battle. Okay, here comes our spell from our Chill and Char, and I don't know why, but I just love the Chill and Char. Of course, he does an insane amount of damage, as you guys are saying, but I've always liked Chill and Char the most out of all the epics. I don't know why. Maybe I talked too soon, because the Chill and Char just got destroyed by Gerald. Maybe I was hyping him up just a little too much. Alrighty guys, this is actually going a little bit off of schedule. I did not expect my Eclipse to actually get taken out, but boom, 250 damage to the Gerald. Let's head to the next boss battle. Alrighty guys, we are heading into the second boss battle of the Puppet Master journey, and I'm gonna be honest, Chill and Char getting taken out did surprise me, so we've switched it up. I've decided to use Luma and Dividile, two more underrated epics, but don't get it twisted, these are still some of the best pets in all of Prodigy. But let's focus on the Ice Worm, and I absolutely despise battling him because he has a force field, and it takes forever to get him out of that force field. And I'm not gonna lie, it just makes the battle that much more annoying, and honestly makes it slightly scary, because as you guys can see, we're doing 0 damage, okay? These spells are incredibly good, but we just keep doing 0 damage, and that is not ideal. Here comes our wizard. Let's see, can we do more than 0 damage? And nope, we can't. Looks like Newt and Bach are going to come in clutch, hopefully remove that force field, and they do, as usual, coming in clutch. Okay, so let's just focus on this battle. Here comes our spell from Luma, and something surprising about her is she actually is a fire pet, and that is 999 damage. She is honestly just way too underrated. But like I said, yeah, Luma is actually a fire pet, which you wouldn't really expect. Now, Davidile, on the other hand, it is pretty obvious that he is a water pet, but let's focus up. Our wizard is actually getting pretty low. He's down only 265 health, so we need Luma to come in with another insane spell. Don't think we're gonna get 999 again, but let's use Kindle and see what we can do, and boom, 550 damage. Both epics have been amazing so far. On to the next boss. Alrighty guys, so I'm gonna be honest, Luma actually really surprised me from last battle, so we're using her one more time, but I have also included Big Hex in this battle. As many of you guys know, this is the first ever epic and arguably the rarest out of every single epic ever, so I'm excited to see what he can do versus Shadow Celeboni. So boom, got the question correct just like that. Let's go ahead and use Kindle from Luma, and 188. Okay, not the best spell, I'm gonna be honest, but here comes our Big Hex, the new epic that we're testing in this video, and I'm gonna go ahead and use Storm Globe, see what it can do. 254. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, we are not doing great so far, and we're already in the orange range. Okay, I haven't really felt nervous about losing a battle so far, but this is probably the one we should be worried about the most in this video. I mean, we're already down to the orange range, but let's just continue to get these questions correct. Boom, got it correct. Let's go ahead, and there we go. We get Conflagration with Luma, and only 282. If you guys remember, last battle, that literally did 999 damage, and this only does 282. Let's go ahead and use Ion Cannon. Let's hope it does better, and 380 damage. Okay, I'm not sure why, but Weird is not doing a lot of damage, and my wizard's already down to 283 health. This is probably the closest we've been to losing so far. We really got to make sure we lock in. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use Starbit, and 137, not a good spell. Here comes Newt. Slurpee, please give us some healing power to our pets. There we go. You love to see it. Slurpee going to come in clutch for us and heal us back up. I was getting a little bit nervous. We were getting pretty low in that battle. So let's just go ahead and use Kindle. Another 188 damage. I think that spell is just not powerful to this Shadow Celeboni. So I think maybe next battle, we're going to have to be smarter with the epics that we put in. There goes Storm Globe, 254. I mean, because we just got re-healed, we do have a lot of health, so I'm not necessarily nervous, but we're just not doing that much damage. Let's use Starburst, and another 205. If we can get that all-out attack, that would be very, very clutch. Let's just go ahead, get this next question correct, and Luma, I mean, she only has fire spells, so Firestorm maybe? Gonna do maybe a little bit more damage, not sure. Here comes our Big Hex. And guys, honestly, I don't know if I picked the wrong epics, but these epics are way better than the damage they are doing. I mean, this is such a low amount of damage. I'm not really sure. Shadow Celeboni is doing a lot of damage to our pets, though. That is not good at all. Let's just hope and pray we can get the all-out attack from our wizard, and we got it. Please just tell me this is the end of this battle. 3, 2, 1, and boom! 613 damage. Thank gosh we finally defeated him. Let's head to the next boss battle. Alrighty guys, before we head into this next boss battle, I really gotta think about what epics I should put in. I think we're going to use Magma Shift and Artursis. These are actually the two epics that I first got, so let's see if that can come in clutch for this next boss battle, because let's be honest, versing Celeboni and almost beating him is not a good look for those two other epics. So we've switched it up. Let's see if things can be just a little bit easier. Now, first off, one thing I do know, Artursis should have a ton of health. Let's just see how much health he actually has. Let's see. Looks like we're going up against this guy. Look, 1,120 health. That's insane. Okay, Eve, hold on a minute. Giving us the all-out attack right away, coming in clutch as usual. But right off the bat, our Magma Shift was low. That's not good. I don't like to see that. Let's use Conflagration. And they actually resisted. Luckily, here comes our Arcturus with literally 1,000 health. Let's use Glacier, and that's a pretty decent spell. 440 damage. But here comes the main event. Let's use the all-out attack. 3, 2, 1. Boom! 679. This boss is already down to 589 damage. But he just took out our Magma Stiff. What? That was literally the fastest I've ever seen one of my pets get out. That is not a good sign at all. Thank gosh we got that all-out attack, or we'd be in very rough shape. Let's use Smash. There we go. That's a pretty good spell. And I think to end it off, let's see if Starburst can actually do it. Boom! 239. Guys, we have made it to the final boss battle. Let's head to that, and then let's destroy the Puppet Master. Alrighty guys, you know what? I am staying confident in these two pets, Magma Stiff and Arcturus. I want to see what they can really do. Let's head to our last boss battle before the Puppet Master himself, and let's see if we can pull out a win. Here we go. We got Magma Stiff. We got Arcturus. I think Arcturus may be our choice for the actual Puppet Master battle just because he has so much health, and I'm not sure about my second pet. But why am I even talking about that? We first got to get there, and this is where we're going up against another force field. These force fields are just so annoying to deal with. They make the battle scary. They make it more nervous. They're all around just terrible. So let's see if we can get rid of it quickly. First spell, 0 damage to absolutely nobody's surprise. It's not going to do any damage when there's a force field there. I mean, here, we might as well just, waste one of our worst spells and use Ice Storm. Cool, 0 damage, not surprised. Here comes our main wizard, probably again going to do 0 damage. Boom, we got that question correct. So let's go ahead and use Starbit, and another 0 damage, like everyone expected. Okay, Broccolina, I wonder if I can get rid of the shield. She does not have a good track record of getting rid of the shield, and there we go. Proved my point once again, doesn't even get rid of the shield. And okay, we are down to the orange range once again. This battle may be a little bit more dangerous than I thought. Let's use Conflagration from our Magma Stiff. 3 damage. Okay, does that actually do anything? I literally rather do 0 damage. But boom, got the next question correct. Let's go ahead and use Glacier from our Arcturus. 2 damage. Even worse than 3. So it doesn't even matter what I use here. Let's use Starburst. 3 damage. Once again. Okay, Benny. Broccolina, that's not how you do it. Don't you remember what Gramps taught us? Check this out. Benny, please get rid of this force field. Boom! He has done it, guys. But our Magma Stiff gets taken out again. That is the second time in this video he's gotten taken out. I am not using him in the Puppet Master battle. I refuse. Arcturus, though, on the other hand, doing good damage, having a lot of health. I think we can trust him in the Puppet Master battle. Let's go with our main wizard and go ahead and I guess we're going to use Flame Burst. Why not? 192. Not doing a lot of damage. Here comes the enemy. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Guys, this is really bad. Our pet and our wizard. Oh no, guys. This is not good at all. Let's go ahead and use Icicle Piercer. Please, we need a big spell. 227. Oh no, guys. Yes! Thankfully, we get the all-out attack with our main wizard. 3, 2, 1. 585. Okay, as long as we don't get taken out, please do not take us out. He's resting. He actually just rested, which means we get to use one more spell and hopefully take him out. Please. Yes! Barely takes him out. Guys, we have made it. We are heading to the Puppet Master battle. Let's do this thing. Alrighty, guys, we are about to head to the Puppet Master battle. So first, I've put on some of the best armor I could find. And secondly, we really need to think carefully about what epics to choose. I think we have to go with Arcturus. They have a ton of health. And secondly, I'm going to put trust in Florafox. We haven't used her in this video so far, so let's pray this is a good decision. And let's head to the Puppet Master battle. Guys, I am not going to lie. I'm incredibly nervous right now because these battles have not been easy, guys. I don't know why these epics have not lived up to the hype. So let's see if we can take on the Puppet Master himself. And guys, here we go. There comes that feeling when you're battling the Puppet Master. It's a pretty nerve-wracking feeling. Okay, here we are. Floor Fox, 700 health. You know what? I am not going to complain about it. We are going to take it because our Arcturus has so much health. But let's start off with Leaf Swarm, and that was a great spell. Right off the bat, looking like Floor Fox was a very, very good pick. So, boom. Next question correct. Here comes our main wizard. Looks like he is weak to this sort of spell, so let's use it and do another 389 damage. Alright, here comes our main epic, our big boy. Let's go ahead, get this question correct, and let's see how much damage this guy can do. We're going to use Smash, and 473. Oh my gosh, guys, all of a sudden, we are back in this thing. Okay, 225 to the Arcturus, but here's when the Puppet Master does something terrible. He takes one of our pets, and why did he take my Arcturus? He is the pet that I've literally been relying on this entire video. So you know what? I hate to see it, but we are going to damage the Puppet Master only. I don't want to do any damage to Arcturus because hopefully we can get him back. So let's just keep doing damage to the Puppet Master. Already down to only 2,000 health. But that, oh my gosh. I don't think I've ever seen that in a battle versus the Puppet Master. Our own pet just did 999 damage. Guys, what literally just happened? Oh no, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. Both of our pets are down to such low health. Oh gosh, guys. What? I've never seen that. Oh my gosh. Let's use Starbit and 389. I guess it's a good spell. We need some sort of healing ASAP or we have no chance. We just lost one of our pets in one hit. I guess let's use Icicle Piercer. 256. We need a healing, please. And we don't get it. Don't take him out, please. 144. We resisted with 84 health. And Nuke comes in. What your Shadow Matter destroys, our astral powers can restore. Please give us that full health. And we have gotten it. Oh my gosh, guys. Okay, and we get the all-out attack. Please do a lot of damage to the Puppet Master. And 712. Oh my gosh. What a change of events. This battle is crazy. Let's use Smash. 284. He's going to resist. I guess we have to take it. Here comes the enemy. And 225. But here comes the Puppet Master. Fancy spells won't save you now. He's going to heal himself. 1,000 more health, which you hate to see. Let's use Starbit, guys. Luckily, we did get that heal, so we aren't in terrible shape. But our Arcturus is down to under 1,000 health. And the Puppet Master just healed himself. Let's use Icicle Piercer. And 256. Not doing the amount of damage you would hope for. Here comes the enemy. Okay. Not actually a terrible spell. But is he going to go again? Don't you dare do it. Takes our Arcturus. This is what I was nervous about. The last spell the Arcturus did, he did 999 damage. And if he does that to our wizard, we lose. No questions asked because I only have 800 health. Oh, and the Puppet Master has 300 health left. Please don't do it. Please. Miss. 141. Yes. Looks like we may survive. Wait. Don't take him out. Please. 144. We have resisted. Give me my pet back. I beg of you. Please. We have gotten him back. But is he going to go again? Don't you dare. Don't you dare take him again. Are you kidding me? That is just simply unfair. Boom. Got the question correct. Wait, this might be it. Starbit, please. Let's see. 389. We have done it, guys. Next, we got Mythical Epics versus Dragon Isle. Alrighty, guys, here we are in our very first Rift battle, and as you can see, I have chosen Splash and Spark and Arcturion, and right away, we've already taken out one of the pets, dude. Okay, let's go ahead and use our spell for Splash and Spark. How much damage are we going to do? 517, 517. We've taken out the next pet. Oh my gosh, and here comes Arcturion. I'm gonna go ahead and use Iceberg. No way we win the battle first try. Oh my god, we've already won the first battle in the first Rift. Alrighty, guys, we're already on to the next battle, and for this battle, all I am using is Mag Mayhem, because I want to prove how good these mythical epics are. And don't worry, we are going to be using literally every single mythical epic throughout this video, and we may even find out which is the most overpowered one. But in the meantime, we are destroying these battles. Now, I do have to mention, as this video goes on, the rifts are going to get more and more difficult, so it is important we win the battles now so we can make it to the challenging rifts we are going to face later. But let's do that spell. We're already on to the final battle of this first rift. Alright, guys, here we are in the battle. If we win this, we are moving on to the second rift, and as you can see, I have chosen Aquadile and Sarasaur as my two mythical epics. And guys, we are absolutely destroying. This is insane. Oh my gosh, we almost just took out both of them with one spell. Here comes our Aquadile, and we are literally... Oh my gosh, wait, we don't even need to rescue this pet. I don't even need to rescue him. I'm just gonna do a spell with Aquadile, and let's see, and win the battle. We are already on to the next rift. Alright, guys, welcome to our first battle of the second rift, and as you can see, we have chosen some insane mythical epics, but you are going to notice the pets have gotten a little bit better. They are now up to level 50, but guys, I do not think that's going to be a problem for Riptide or Luna, as we see right here. This guy's down to 4 health. This guy's down to 466 health. Here comes Luna, and I'm just gonna go ahead and take this guy out. Let's see. Boom! 1,000 damage. And literally this pet, okay, he just healed up to 42 health. We are gonna destroy him with our next attack. But as I was saying, I am super excited to see which mythical epics are the most overpowered. We are, of course, going to find that out in this video. But for now, we have destroyed this battle. Let's head to the next of this rift. Alright, guys, here we are. We have chosen Drencher and Gryfroom as our next two mythical epics. This one specifically, Gryfroom actually really impressed me as of late. He's been a super good mythical epic. But guys, I mean, these battles, we are just destroying. These mythical epics are so overpowered, we have not even had to worry in any of these battles. But here comes Gryfroom. I'm just going to show you how OP this guy is. We just did 1,400 damage just like that. And here comes Drencher. I say we use Volcanon. Are we going to take out this pet? Yes, we are. We're already on to the last battle of the second rift. Alright, guys, if we win this battle, we are on to rift number 3. But as you can see, I have chosen Vegabloom and Blastar as my two mythical epics. And we're starting off with Blastar. Oh! He just took out 2 of the pets. Oh my gosh. And here comes our main wizard. I'm just going to go ahead and use Starbit. I think we're going to win this battle. And just like that, we are heading to rift number 3. Alright, guys, welcome to rift number 3, where we have chosen Nebula and Buzzra as our two mythical epics. And as you can see, okay, the pets are getting a little bit better. They are all up to level 65, but I still think we are gonna destroy in this battle. Guys, we have like one-shotted almost every single pet we have gone up against. These are the most overpowered battles you are going to see. 2 mythical epics, a level 100 wizard. It doesn't get crazier, and Buzzra just took out that pet just like that. Okay, here comes Nebula. I actually don't think we're going to take out this pet. Yeah, okay. There we go. As you can see, the battles are getting more and more difficult as the video does go along, but for now, we are still kind of chilling because I think we're going to use Frost Prison right here and just absolutely demolish this guy. Let's head to the next battle. Alright guys, for this next battle, we got Pyrodile and Hydroid. I actually really do like Pyrodile. It's basically the fire version of Dividile. But let's go ahead and see if we can win this battle. And this guy's already down to 184 health, dude. These battles are just absolutely insane. But as you can see, this is like the first amount of real damage we are taking in this video, which just shows you the battles do indeed get harder. We are going to use Acid Rain on this pet right here and absolutely destroy him and take him out. Meanwhile, this pet down here is down to 184 health. And then we got Pyrodile. I think, you know what, we're going to use that area attack and get rid of this pet. This pet's down to 635 health. And guys, I think we are going to finish this battle with this spell right here, as long as everything goes right. Let's go ahead and use Frost Prison against this pet right here and destroy him. Let's head to the last battle of our third rift. Alright guys, here we go. We have got Solar and Glimmering for our third battle of this third rift, and I think this is where the battles do start to get a little harder. As long as we make it past this rift, the next battles, the pets are going to increase their level, and things are going to get a little bit more difficult. But for now, let's focus on actually winning the battle in this rift, and let's use Glimmerwing and get rid of our first pet in this battle. That is what I like to see. Okay, here we go. We got our next mythical epic. I think we're gonna use Galactic Glow, and let's see. Okay, took out the pet just like that. Okay, we did take some damage, but you know what? I am not too worried about it because we got our main wizard ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and use Starbit. And are we going to get out of this third rift? Not yet. Not yet. I think we're still gonna need maybe one more attack from Glimmerwing, from one of my favorite mythical epics. I do like Glimmerwing a lot, I'm not going to lie. Let's use Cold Snap and get out of here. Let's head to rift number 4. Alright guys, and welcome to our fourth rift where we are using Mag Mayhem and Vagabloom. As you guys have probably already noticed, the pets are now up to level 80. So that is a 15 level increase from the last battle. And I know the start of the video was fun. We were destroying the battles, you know, things weren't too difficult. But now things are going to start ramping up, getting a little bit harder. And remember, if I lose a single battle, the video ends immediately. So we have to really focus and make sure we win. But I don't think that's going to be an issue because Mag Mayhem just destroyed that pet. Oh my gosh, Mag Mayhem has got to be one of the most overpowered mythical epics Prodigy has ever made. He's definitely one of my own personal favorites. But here comes the wizard. Okay, I do not have a water spell. That's not ideal, but we still got Starbit, and we took him out. Oh my gosh, on to the next battle. Alright guys, next up we got Zero Spike and Thunderclaw for this next battle. And let's see, oh my gosh, wait, this could be a massive spell right here. Oh my gosh, we already got 2 of these pets down to the red range, and they have damage effects. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's use the main wizard attack on this guy right here. This might take him out. This might take him out. We have taken him out. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I thought this, rift was gonna be a lot harder, but we're destroying. Here comes Thunderclaw. Okay, he did avoid that spell just a little. Okay, he is down to 100 health. But as I was saying, I thought this was the rift where things are going to get harder. But I think it's actually the next few rifts where things get a lot more difficult, because the pets are going to be leveling up very, very quickly. We are going to be taking worse damage effects. Things are going to get a lot worse. But let's use this spell from our mythical epic and absolutely destroy this guy. Oh my gosh, and here comes our main wizard. I mean, it literally does not even matter. It does not matter what spell we use. We are going to absolutely destroy this guy. We got the spell complete, and let's go ahead. Let's use Starbit, and boom! Get out of here. Let's head to the next battle. Alright guys, for this final battle of Rift number 4, we got 2 insane mythical epics. Gritophis up here, I think that's how you say it, is actually one of my new favorites. I just think he looks so cool. And of course we got Luna down there holding it down. But let's go ahead and see. This is probably the hardest battle we have faced so far in this video. Oh my gosh, yo, my mythical epic's already down to 1500 health. But as I was saying, yes, this is probably our most difficult battle, and as we move on with the rifts, they are going to get more difficult, so we are going to have to focus, make sure we get all of our questions correct, choose the most optimal spells for all of the battle, or guys, we are not going to be in for as easy of the battles we have been facing so far in the video. And as you can see, I called it. This is the first time we have lost one of our mythical epics, and Dragon Isle is literally just getting started. This is what I was worried about. This is what I was trying to warn you guys about, that, you know, the first battles were fun, a little easier, but as you go on, the battles do get more difficult. So we do have to focus up here. I'm going to use Starbit and just get rid of one of the pets. That was probably the smart idea. There we go. So now it is a 2 versus 2, but again, our wizard is down into the orange range, and we've lost one of our mythical epics. This is not good at all. Luckily, we are going to get that question correct. And we got an area spell. Yes, let's use Umbral Blast, and it's going to choose this guy right here and take him out. Let's go. Okay, I actually really needed that, guys. I am not going to lie, but yo, this guy is already down into the red range. We just got to get out of this battle, get out of this rift. And there we have done it. Let's move on to Rift number 5. Alright guys, and welcome to Rift number 5. We are back with Splash and Spark, and we got Into Talk added to our team. But the pets are now up to level 85. They have a lot more health. Like, these guys literally have 1,400 and 1,500 health. So we are going to need to focus a little bit more, because we cannot risk losing a battle and the video ending. But as you can see, oh my gosh, okay, all 3 of us have a damage effect, and we are taking some serious damage, but hopefully we can get rid of this guy, and we did. Now all we have is these 2 tanks left, who both have an insane amount of health. But let's use Acid Rain from Splash and Spark, and okay, I will take that. That was a very big spell. Here comes our main wizard up next. Yo, I was not expecting that. Okay, let's use Frost Prison. Of course, this guy is weak to ice. And there we go. We got rid of one. This guy's down to 364 health. Okay, here comes the enemy. We are doing way better than I was expecting in this first rift of our fifth rift, or first battle of the 5th rift. We're doing a lot better. So let's go ahead. Let's use Shooting Stars. And I think we've just won the battle. On to the next one. Alright guys, welcome to battle number 2. We have gotten 2 brand new mythical epics that I don't think I've actually used in this video, but I am ready to absolutely destroy this battle of our 5th rift. And as you can see, we already have this guy down to 522 health. You like to see that, but oh my gosh, yo, we're taking serious damage. This guy's down to 358 health. Okay, we have to fight back. I'm gonna go ahead and use Sunder, which should be a very good spell. And there we go. This guy's down to 32. These guys are only down to 1,000 health. Now we got a fire attack. Let's see. Onto all 3 of them. There we go. Oh my gosh, these 2 mythical epics are actually insane. Yo, this is actually crazy. Okay, here comes our main wizard. I don't know if I have an area attack with my main wizard. I do not believe, unless we got Eclipse. And there we go, we do. And this guy's gone. This guy's down to 73 health. We are destroying in this 5th rift, guys. This is exactly what I like to see. So let's go. Let's just answer this question. There we go. Boom, we got it correct. I mean, we don't even need a heal. We'll just use Black Breach and win the battle. Just like that. We're on to the 3rd battle of Rift number 5. Alright guys, we got Marihawk, we got Verdamma, we are on to the 3rd battle of Rift number 5. And guys, as far as I remember, Rift number 6 is a special battle versus a dragon. So we really want to get to that battle. It's going to be a crazy battle. But in the meantime, let's use these mythical epics and absolutely destroy all of these pets. Guys, I feel like you guys are not going to believe me. We are making all of these battles look so easy. I promise you, later in the video, these battles are going to be very challenging. Right now, we are just destroying, and don't worry, you guys are just going to have to see later. But for now, while I was saying all that, we took out 2 pets, just like that, literally as easy as that. So let's go ahead and just use Starbit, and there we go, 668. This guy's down to 61 health, and let's just, I mean, we don't even have to rescue him. Let's just use a spell from our mythical epic. There we go. We got that question correct. We're gonna go ahead and get that skill complete. Why is it stalling? Let's go ahead. Let's use whatever random spell we got and win the battle. We're on to Rift number 6. Alright guys, as you can see, Rift number 6, we have a special dragon battle. As you can see, this guy is very, very scary. But let's go ahead and choose Blastar. And you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and choose Polar Tide. Let's head into this Rift number 6 battle. And this guy is actually insane. He's one of the scariest looking dragons. I mean, he literally takes up like the entire screen. And let's see if we can go ahead and get a win. And oh my gosh, wait, he's already taken out Pipit? Is that what I just saw? Yo, this is actually insane. We need to come in, we need to get on these islands and actually win this battle. Okay, there we go. There is my guy. There are my 2 mythical epics. And here we go. Alright, let's start off with a Blast Storm attack. This guy has 4,000 health. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's actually insane. But let's see. Here comes the enemy. He's gonna do 500 health to my Blastar. Let's go ahead. I think I'm gonna go for Starbit now. And that does another 686 health. You like to see that. Here comes the enemy. And our Blastar is already down to 600 health. Okay. I'm not going to lie. This is a very, very scary battle. But mythical epics are so good. We're actually not doing that bad right now. And this guy just fumbled. Okay, we are doing way better than I was expecting. Let's just go ahead. Get this question correct. You love to see it. And I'm going to go ahead and use the Ion Boom Blast from Blastar. And let's see. 427. Okay, you know what? Not the best spell. Not the best spell, but we do get those damage effects. So I guess we will take that. Here comes the enemy though. And he's going to fumble again. What is this scary dragon doing? Literally fumbling like every single one of his spells. That is not a good look for him. But I think we just got to go ahead and use Starbit. I don't know if this is going to take him out. He's down to 114 health. You know what? Go ahead. Fumble again. Oh my gosh. It doesn't even matter. We got Polar Tide, guys. We're going to get this question correct, obviously. Let's go ahead and use Glacier. And we have done it. Alright guys, just when you thought we have beaten the Rift, we have to beat this dragon 2 more times to complete this 6th Rift. So maybe that first battle was a bit of a warm-up. You know, he was missing questions here and there, wasn't doing that good, but yes guys, he is going to get better, I think, as this Rift goes on, because we have to beat him this time, and we have to beat him 1 more time before we move on to Rift number 7. So yes, as I was saying, I think we did get a little lucky. He was fumbling spells in that first battle. I think he's going to get a lot better. But let's go ahead and use Acid Rain from Hydroid. And not a bad spell. Okay, he's already down to 2,270 health. Here comes the enemy. And already he's doing better. We are already all into the orange range. So I think he has improved a little bit since our first battle versus him. But I still am very, very confident in my mythical epics to do some very good spells. As you can see, he is going to take even more damage with these effects. And let's see. Oh, he's doing damage first to us. Okay, when is my little effect going to take place and absolutely demolish this dragon in Rift number 6? Let's go ahead and use Starbit. I think he's about to take that damage right now. Let's see. There we go. Okay, we just gotta beat this guy 1 more time. Alright guys, this is the third battle of this 6th rift. If we win this, we are on to the next rift. I have chosen Frozra and Luna to take us home and get rid of this dragon so we can go back to the normal Dragon Isle battles. And as you can see, we are fully healed up. The enemy is doing barely any damage, so let's go ahead and use Starbit from our main wizard, and we have already taken this guy down to 3,000 health. But again, he is doing a little bit better than that first battle where he was like, I think he missed 3 questions in a row. It was very embarrassing, I am not going to lie, but I don't think he's missed a question since, so we do have to be a little bit more careful compared to our very first battle. Luckily, our epics are still just as good. We got the mythical epics. We're gonna go ahead and use Glacial Gust from Frozra, and he did dodge it. Okay, so already, again, as I was saying, he is doing a lot better in this battle compared to that first and even second battle, which we just battled him in. So let's just keep getting these questions correct, keep attacking him with these spells. I'm gonna go ahead and use Eclipse this time, switch it up a bit, and that was a pretty good decision. Okay, we did 748 damage. Here comes the enemy, and he's back to fumbling questions, guys. He is back to fumbling questions. That's the dragon I remember. Missing questions left and right. Let's use Twilight from Luna Mythical Epic. And he's down to 148 health. Alright, as long as you survive this spell, which we are going to, I think Buzzra, or Frozra, excuse me, I think is going to finish off this battle. And you know what? They are making us wait. They are making us go through the Skull Complete screen. Don't worry, that is not going to save you, because we just got to use Downdraft from our guy and get rid of this monster. We're on to Rift number 7. Alright guys, welcome to Rift number 7. We are starting off with Mag Mayhem and Riptide. And guys, the pets are finally up to level 95. This is where things, I think, are actually going to get a little bit more difficult. But then again, my mythical epics are so strong. Are we just going to destroy every single battle and literally never lose? We are going to have to find out. That is what we are going to see. But in the meantime, let's continue with these battles. And as you can see, we are already off to a very strong start. Don't worry, I'm not trying to rescue any pets. I'm going to use Flame Burst from Mag Mayhem and hopefully take out this guy. Dude, Mag Mayhem is so overpowered, it's actually insane. He is literally so overpowered. He just did 1,500 damage. Like, it's actually insane. Okay, let's go ahead, get this question correct. Main wizard, what do you got? I think we just go ahead and take this guy out. And boom, there we go. Get rid of this guy. Now, all we have left is one more pet. Let's see if Riptide can go ahead and finish the job. And you know what? Just win this battle. So I'm going to go ahead and use Cross Cut. And there we go. We have done it. Rift 7 is off to a great start. Alright guys, next up, we've got Aquadile, we've got Arcturion, we are in the second battle of Rift number 7, and we're going to start off with the good spell. Not that bad. Now, as you guys can clearly see, all 3 of these pets almost have 2,000 health. So things are stepping up very quickly, and wow, okay, this is actually probably the worst start we've had so far in this video. I'm not going to lie. Okay, we did absorb that, which I guess we're going to take, but guys, we have not gotten a single pet out. These guys all have a ton of health, and our Arcturion is down to 500 health. Okay, we need a big spell. We need Iceberg right now. It got reflected! No! Oh my... Guys. Okay, we have to get this correct, guys. Dude, as you guys can literally see in the top left corner, I have a reflect. Dude, I should not have done that. What was I thinking? Okay, we gotta go ahead and use Starbits. Thankfully, that was a good spell right there. Oh my gosh, that was my first big mistake of this video. I cannot believe I just did that. Okay, dude, that is not good. That is not good at all. Okay, we really have to focus. I think we're gonna use water and just hopefully take this guy out. And there we go. Okay, thank gosh we got one of the pets out. But it is a 2v2 now, which is not great. And they are using leaf pets, which we literally absorb. And we're literally absorbing all of these attacks. Let's go. Okay, let's go ahead and use Eclipse. And this guy's down to 800 health. This guy's down to 1200 health. We are back on the right track, thankfully. Oh my gosh, I got a little bit scared for a second there. All right, let's go ahead and use Torrent on this guy. And that was a very, very good spell. He's down to 340 health. Here comes the enemy, only doing 800 health to us, which is not that bad. And this guy is not going to do that much damage either. I have a very, very good feeling about this next spell from our main wizard. Let's go ahead, get this question correct, and use the all-out attack. I have been waiting to use this. 3, 2, 1, get out of here. Let's head to the next battle. Guys, this is our third battle of Rift number 7. We got Vagabloom, we got Sunra, we got some very, very strong mythical epics. And guys, if we can make it out of Rift number 7, we are going to be in incredible shape. We're going to move on to Rift 8, and we are just going to be on an absolute roll. But already, Vagabloom seems to be taking quite a bit of damage. Let's use this spell from Sunra, and the pet actually dodged it. Okay, you know what? Good for the pet. I am not going to complain. I'm not going to hate. Good for you for avoiding my spell. But we do have a bit of an effect on our wizard. We are going to have to watch out for that. I think we go ahead and use Leaf Vortex. And this guy dodged it, but it's still not going to be enough for our Vagabloom. Here comes the enemy. And of course, we are absorbing that spell, guys. Let's go. Okay, you know what? We're just going to get this question correct. Do we get another skill complete, guys? Is that what I'm seeing? There we go. We got a skill complete. Good for us. Let's go ahead and use Frost Prison. Oh, no! How did I forget, dude? Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. It's so natural. Like, it's so natural for me to just use a very strong spell. I have to remember that I have bad effects when we're in Dragon Isle. That's what makes it so deadly. So that was a very, very big mistake. Here comes the enemy. Oh my gosh, attacking our main wizard. And wait, okay. Thank gosh, I do not think this water bomb has gone off yet. Thank gosh, dude, or we would be literally in terrible shape. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and use Leaf. I'm not going to get anywhere near any ice spells. I have learned my lesson by now, and we have taken out that pet, thankfully. Okay, here comes the enemy. We are absorbing that spell. Oh my gosh, but that attack almost took out our wizard. If we did not absorb that, I think our main wizard would have gotten taken out, but thankfully it did not, and we are in absolutely great shape right now, and I think with Sunra, we are actually going to win this battle. So let's go ahead and use Galactic Glow from our mythical epic, and let's go move on to Rift number 8. Alright guys, welcome to Rift number 8. We're already off to a terrible start because as you can see, I get no armor or wand. That is my first disadvantage. That is why Dragon Isle is so difficult. Not to mention, all 3 of the pets are level 100. And as you can see, because I have no wand, I literally have only 2 spells to choose from. One of them being the all-out attack, which hasn't even loaded yet. Luckily, we got 2 fantastic mythical epics we are using, Pyrodile and Sarasaur. So that is very, very good. That's very exciting. And this guy's already down to 21 health. But I think as we move throughout this rift, having no armor is going to be a massive problem for us. It is going to be a massive problem for us if we go up against a very, very strong opponent or a few strong pets. That is going to be bad, but we already took out 2 of the pets. Oh my gosh. And this guy, he got taken out too. We are so overpowered. We're moving on to the next battle. We got Cairo Spike, we got Thunderclaw for this next battle, but again, guys, the disadvantage of having no armor, no wands is very, very bad, guys. It's very bad. Luckily, we gave these guys a damage effect, so that is good, but these battles are getting harder. I'm not gonna lie. I would be lying if I said I wasn't a little bit nervous. Luckily, Thunderclaw is doing some strong damage, and we got some healing, which you really like to see. But that was a pretty good spell from this monster, I'm not gonna lie. And here comes the next monster, who also does a very good spell. And we got damage effects on both of our mythical epics. That is not good. That is not good. Luckily, we do heal up, but we do take a bit of damage too, so that is not good at all, guys. Okay, let's just get this question correct. Boom, we did get it. I think we are going to use ice. We can use ice now, unlike last rift, which was an absolute disaster. But there we go. We took out one of the pets. And here comes our main wizard, who is going to heal up a bit, which you do like to see. But, guys, again, because I do not have a wand, I only get to use Starbit, which, you know what? It's not a bad spell, but I would like to have that variety in my, in my spells I can use. I would like to have a little bit more variety, but it's okay. Let's get this question correct. Boom, we did get it correct. And I think we are going to use Dual Shockwave, which should be a very strong spell. And it is a very, very strong spell. Oh my gosh, look at all the damage effects these guys have. Oh my god. They're done. They're done. These damage effects, oh my gosh, they're done. They are literally going to be done. It doesn't even matter, guys. Thunderclaw is so overpowered. Of course, we are taking damage effects too, but it's not anywhere near the damage effects of this guy. Let's use this spell. And is that going to end the battle? There it is. There we have it. We're on to the next battle. All right, guys, this is our third battle of this 8th rift. We got Nebula, we got Drencher, and this is going to be a great battle. We're already off to a terrible start. This guy's down to 700 health, and he has a damage effect. That is not good. That is not good, dude. Okay. Oh my gosh. Here comes the enemy. Please do not attack my Drencher. Okay, luckily he went for my Nebula, and he did dodge it a bit. But guys, this is what happens in Dragon Isle, dude. Let's use Eclipse, and it absorbs. Yo, look at my effect. I have an absorb, but that's all Nebula could do. Why would I have picked Nebula? I made a huge mistake, and he's resisting this spell too. Oh my gosh, this is the worst battle we've had so far, and our Nebula's gone. Oh my gosh, dude, what a terrible start to the battle. My wizard has 0 armor, has 0 wand. This is bad. This is genuinely bad, guys. There is a chance we actually lose this battle. Oh my gosh, and all I have to use is Starbit. Okay, I guess we should focus on attacking the other monsters. 548. I mean, here comes the enemy. Please do not go for my Drencher. Instead, he's healing all 3 of them up. And here comes the next pet. My Drencher's down to 77 health. All of a sudden, guys, we are getting destroyed, and that is how fast Dragon Isle can get bad. Okay, let's use Conflagration on this guy. Please just take him out. And he's resisting fire. He's literally resisting fire. And our Drencher's gone. Oh my gosh. All we have left is our wizard with no armor and no wand. We need an absolute miracle, guys, or we're going to lose this battle. I'm not even lying. Here comes the enemy. Please fumble or something. Oh my gosh, that was such a good spell. That did like 800 damage. Here comes the next. We're down to 900 health. Please fumble or something. Oh my god, we're down to 500 health, guys. Oh, and we're taking more. Is this it? Is this literally the end? How did things change so quickly? All out attack. Oh my god. All out attack to save us. Please. Oh my gosh, this would be actually insane. Please save us, all out attack. No! No! He has 149 health! Oh my god, please fumble! Please fumble! No! No! Guys, next, I'll be testing 5 of Prodigy's rarest pets. So the first pet we're going to be testing is Pico. And for those of you who don't know, Pico was one of the 4 original starter pets in Prodigy. And Pico was actually removed from the game in 2019. So let's go and see how good it is. Alright guys, we're heading into a quick battle in Firefly Forest, and there we have it. There's our guy Pico, right there looking nice, and we are going up against 3 different monsters. Now, they are only level 30, but using Pico, let's see, are we going to be able to win this battle? Now, one thing for this video, I am missing every single question with my wizard. We are only testing out the pets for this video, that way we can accurately rank how good, how powerful, and how mysterious they truly are. But let's go ahead and get the question correct with our Pico, and let's see what is our first spell going to be. I'm gonna go ahead and use Mints. Oh my gosh, that was the craziest start to any battle. We just demolished that guy, and this guy just fumbled. Oh my gosh. Okay, we are already off to an incredible start with Pico. They're setting the bar really high, I'm not going to lie, but again, do not worry. Later in the video, guys, we are going to be testing some of the rarest, most mysterious, some of the Prodigy pets with the most aura. I can't wait, but Pico is off to a really strong start. So let's go ahead and use Flurry for our next spell. Bro, that did like 2,000 combined damage. This guy is actually insane. There's no wonder why Prodigy removed it. This pet is way too overpowered. I mean, guys, keep in mind, I am missing every question with my wizard. Pico is literally just 1v3ing this battle. This is absolutely insane. And you know what? Let's end it off with, let's use Mints one more time, and boom! Alright guys, there we have it. Alright guys, and because it's the first pet we're testing, it's obviously going in spot number 1. Okay guys, the next pet we're going to be testing is Mag Mayhem, which for those of you who don't know, was actually the first mythical epic released into Prodigy. So clearly it's one of the rarest mythical epics, but let's see how it does in a Titan battle. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie, Pico really did impress me, and obviously it's at the number 1 spot right now, but Mag Mayhem, yeah, Mag Mayhem is a different story. It's one of my personal favorite pets, and like I mentioned, it's one of the rarest in Prodigy. It was the first ever mythical epic. A lot of people actually do not have it, and of course, this pet's got a lot of aura. It's pretty mysterious. It's one of my personal favorite Prodigy pets. But as usual, guys, we did miss our question with my main wizard, and I don't think that's gonna be a challenge because Mag Mayhem got some great spells. Okay, the Titan actually dodged the first spell. That is not good. Guys, that is not good at all. Okay, let's just make sure we miss this with my main wizard. I'm not giving any help to this pet at all, but yeah, we're not actually off to a good start. That was a terrible spell against the Titan, and here he comes. And guys, he's actually doing a lot of damage to my main wizard. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go for Sever here, and he's dodging again. Okay, maybe we just got unlucky with this Titan matchup, guys. I actually don't know, but we have to rank Mag Mayhem in the battle it goes for. You know, I can't do another battle and test it more. You only get one chance to impress me in this video, and right now it's not doing a great job. So let's go ahead and use Conflagration, I guess. Alright, there we go. That's the Mag Mayhem I am more used to. That was almost 1,000 damage, but guys, I actually think we are going to lose this battle. I'm not even lying. Now, obviously, this battle was harder than the first battle because the Titan is much harder than those 3 level 30 pets. But at the same time, Mag Mayhem should be way better than Pico in terms of spells and skills. So it's not getting any of those excuses whatsoever. If it loses, it lost 100% legit, and it's taking that loss 100% on its chin. But, okay, we're finally starting to do some better damage. We do not have our wizard, and oh my gosh, Mag Mayhem's actually down pretty low. Okay, again, this could be a bad matchup, but I don't want to give this guy the excuse. This is supposed to be one of the rarest, best, and most mysterious Prodigy pets, and you can't even beat the Titan? Like, come on, bro. Alright, I guess we'll give it one more chance. Like, we need to survive this spell? That's it, guys. Alright, it's obviously going in the second spot. It didn't do better than Pico. Let's head to our next pet. Alright guys, the next pet we are going to be testing, it's everyone's favorite. It's the one and only Chillin' Char. Now, what makes this pet so rare and mysterious is you actually had to purchase it. Out of the 4 epic dragons, Chillin' Char was actually the most expensive, so that makes him even more rare. But let's see how good this pet actually is, because we're going to head into a wizard versus wizard battle. And remember, I can't use spells for my main wizard, so it's basically Chillin' Char versus an actual wizard and their pet. looks like in this case, they're both level 97. So this should be a disaster, I'm guessing. But if Chillinchar can clutch up and actually win, it's going straight to that number 1 spot. There's no other way around it. But as you can see, we did have to miss with my main wizard, which sucks because we do not even get that spell from our wonderful Chillinchar. Here we go. Here we have a chance to actually get a spell across. So let's go ahead and make sure we get it right. And there we go. Boom. Okay, Chillinchar. Oh, this is perfect. He's got a fire spell. This guy's weak to fire. That was a great first spell. I'm not gonna lie though, I am praying this guy targets my main wizard, because remember, we can't even use any spells from it anyway, so I don't even care if it gets taken out. I'll just let it happen. But my Chillinchar, my Chillinchar has to stay alive. Okay, let's get this wrong with my main wizard as usual. He's not getting any extra help. I wonder if this guy's like, this guy's terrible because I'm missing all my questions. Bro, I'm doing a video, okay? I'm usually not like this. Usually I'm getting all of my questions correct. So hopefully he doesn't think we're too bad. But he's going for my Chillinchar. Guys, this is the worst part. If my Chillinchar gets taken out, I have to leave the battle, okay? Because I can't use my main wizard. I will literally have to forfeit and lose automatically if my Chillinchar gets taken out. So we just gotta pray he goes for my main wizard. And that was a terrible spell. That was honestly a very, very bad spell. Guys, again, this battle is pretty hard. We're going up against an actual wizard. But that's no excuse. Come on. What is that? All right, we lost. The battle is over, guys. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to give Chillinchar spot number 3. Okay, guys. So far, the epics have disappointed me, and Pico's really impressed me. But don't worry. This next pet, sure, maybe it's not the most rare or mysterious, but it's got the most aura. We are talking about the one, the only pterosaur. At one point, this was the most expensive pet in Prodigy. You had to spend so much gold to get it, and everyone knows pterosaur is one of the best and scariest pets in the entire game, so let's go test that out. Alright guys, here we go. I want revenge in a wizard versus wizard battle. I'm hoping the pterosaur doesn't embarrass me like Chillinchar just did, and we actually have a chance. Oh, honestly, let's just hope whoever we're going up against is not that high level. Let's see. Oh my gosh, they're level 101. They are literally level 101. And wait, bro, he's using like the mini version of the pterosaur, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, we're kind of like flexing on this guy. We got the real pterosaur. He's basically got the baby pterosaur. So we gotta show him who is boss. And again, let's just pray. Just please go for my main wizard. I'm trying to keep my pterosaur alive. That's the challenge. That's the point of the video. And he fumbled. Oh my gosh, we're off to a very, very lucky start. Because I have to miss with my wizard, we also gotta pray whoever we're going up against also misses. So, oh my gosh, I don't know what spell is actually better. I guess we're just gonna use Spike Tremors 3. That was a very, very good choice. Oh my gosh, and we get the burn effect on this guy. We're off to a great start. Pterosaur, I'm not gonna lie, I hope you take that number 1 spot from Pico, but let's see what the baby pterosaur can do. I know that's not the actual name of the pet, but in my eyes, this is like the baby pterosaur. Like, come on, bro, get the real pterosaur, get the real deal. No one wants to see this, mid version of the pterosaur, but maybe I should have been talking because he just damaged my pterosaur, and that is not good whatsoever. So, of course, we do gotta miss the question with my main wizard. That is super unfortunate. And at least we do some burn damage on his main character. I guess that is one positive, but his pet in this battle, bro, has not taken a single tick of damage. So just go for my main wizard, dude. Come on. He's going for both. Oh my gosh, my pterosaur is literally down to 700 health, bro. Okay, honestly, maybe the challenge is just too hard. Like, I know pterosaur is one of the best pets in Prodigy. I guess it is super, super hard to win when you're not using your main wizard, but these are supposed to be the rarest and most mysterious pets. I expected better. I'm not gonna lie, I expected way better from this battle. But it's not over yet, okay? I think I'm talking a little bit too early. It's definitely not over yet. We do miss with our main wizard, as usual, but The good news is this guy's character has so many damage effects that are just going on him as we speak. As you can see, he's down to 464. I'm more so worried about this baby pterosaur we gotta deal with, who still has 1,600 health. Oh my god, no, don't take him out, no! Guys, Pterosaur lost. No, it's going to number 4. Bro, Pterosaur is supposed to be the best pet in Prodigy. It's going to number 4. I don't even care. All right, guys, we have moved on to the final mysterious pet we're testing in the video, and I saved the best for last. Because Big Hex is the rarest pet in Prodigy history. For those of you who don't know, Big Hex was released over 10 years ago, and it was literally Prodigy's first epic and first ever in real life pet, which I got right here, as you can see. All right, guys, here we go. Wizard versus wizard battle in the duel stadium with Big Hex. If it can somehow pull out a win in this battle, guys, it's going straight to the number 1 spot. 0 questions asked. But, of course, we cannot get any help from our main wizard. And that makes sense, guys. If Big Hex wants to earn that number 1 spot, it shouldn't even need any help from our main wizard. So, you know what? We're gonna miss questions like usual. And oh my gosh, we got lucky. Our opponent missed their question too. Okay, we're actually off to a really good start. Okay, now we gotta make sure we get this correct. Okay, there we go. Big Hex, what is the first spell we're gonna use? I say we go Overload. Overload onto his pet. Yes! 958. Oh my gosh, we're off to an incredible start. Okay, here comes the enemy. If they miss right now, that would be absolutely glorious, but I'm not going to count on it. Very unlikely they miss 2 questions in a row, but you never know. And if they do get it right, just go for my main wizard. Please, that's all I ask for. They got it wrong! Oh my gosh! Guys, I'm not even gonna lie. I think Big Hex is scaring them. I think Big Hex is so mysterious, got so much aura. It's quite literally scaring them, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is an incredible start. I do not want to jinx it, but this is an absolutely perfect start. I'm hoping we can get rid of their pet with the next spell, and then it's literally just Big Hex versus their wizard, and I feel very confident in that. Oh my god, they fumbled again. What is this luck? What is this luck, guys? Oh my gosh, it was meant to be. It was literally meant to be. Big Hex was meant to be the number 1 spot. Do I use an area? I think I go for area. Oh my god, 12 health left. No. Oh my gosh, 12 health left from their pet. Oh my gosh, that is so unlucky, guys. That is so incredibly unlucky. Oh, I'm praying that's not why we lose. I am actually praying that is not why we lose, guys. Oh my god, dude. This guy has missed 4 questions in a row. Guys, I almost feel bad. Like, Big Hex is getting lucky, but at the same time, we're still destroying. And if they're getting scared and they're missing questions because of my Big Hex, we gotta give points to Big Hex. So, oh my gosh. I don't want it to be too easy. Come on. Oh, they're missing every question. What is happening right now? This is one of the craziest battles I've literally ever been a part of, guys. I don't know if I've ever seen any Prodigy player miss this many questions in a row. I think we go Overload onto his actual character. And that was a beautiful spell. That was a beautiful spell from Big Hex. Here comes the enemy. Is this person literally answering questions blind? Like, what is going on here? Don't tell me they're gonna miss again, guys. Do not tell me they're gonna miss again, dude. That would actually be hilarious. At a certain point, Big Hex is so mysterious, got so much aura, it just forced them to miss every single question. Okay, finally they got one right, dude. I was nervous this guy was entering random numbers for the answers, but let's see, what spell? Okay, that's not good. That's not good. He took 400 damage off my Big Hex. You know what? I think you should go back to missing questions, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, we are gonna miss a question with my main wizard, as usual. He's still not gonna do a single tick of damage, but I mean, we are in good shape. We got the main character we're going up against and their pet, both into the red, and their main character missed. Bro, what questions is this guy solving? How is he missing this many questions? This is just, at this point, bro, this is just hilarious. Like, this is just actually hilarious that this is actually happening in a challenge. I guess we might as well use an area to get both of them out. There we go. We got rid of their pet just like that. We're on to round 5. and I think Big Hex may actually win this battle, but let me know down in the comments, is this a fair way to end it? I say yes. Every pet got one battle. Just so happened that Big Hex was so intimidating, our opponent is missing every question, but maybe we're gonna have to test this challenge once again with some even more mysterious pets. But okay, I don't know why I'm talking like we've already won, because this guy's starting to answer questions good again, and my Big Hex is down to 1,000 health. Okay, we actually gotta focus up, because I do know it's possible to get taken out with one spell, so we need this to just win. Please, Big Hex, please! Yes! 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 There we go, Big Hex. You're heading to the #1 spot. Guys, comment down below, what do you think is the rarest and most mysterious pet in Prodigy? And I'll see you guys next time.